Well, she's working.
Roll the window down. This is not your traffic stop. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to break your window. You are under arrest for obstruction of justice. Thank you.
You see over here. They are Russian airborne forces.
I address you today as your queen.
Bitch, are you dumb?
Pardon me?
Are you dumb?
I think she's
I
dumb.
think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb. Are you, like, medically speaking, are you
like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, are you dumb?
I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb. I think she's.
What are you doing? I'm trying to turn this complaint in. Yeah.
For what?
I'm trying to walk in, you know, give him my complaints like I'm supposed to, filming.
Ooh, let's turn the mic on this time. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Let's fumble that word a little harder if we can. How you doing? How you doing? I had to lose weight before I could come back. Okay, Jesus, give me a break. I gotta put my my modeling face on. Don't you have to suck your cheeks in? Like, we have to, like, duck lip, right? Duck lip. Something like that. So how's everybody doing out there? Vegas baby girl, you were the first, I think. Hold on, I have it on top chat. I have to switch it to live chat to confirm this. All right, you win. You win this round. So Vegas baby girl, everybody owes Vegas baby girl a round of applause for being the first. You guys all failed. Thank you for not being the first. I don't know what to say. I see Flat Derp out there. We got Vlad the Impaler. Listen, Vlad, I did my hair. That I prettied up earlier this week. I decided that my wife probably didn't want to live with a hobo. Good look, though, if you're going for that, like, derelict look. Some of you might know the joke. But yeah, I decided to trim it up. And listen, I don't want to shame. I don't want anybody to be afraid that things were lost. So just to show you, I still have the Star Wars Rebel symbol upside down. Okay, it's a reverse Star Wars Rebel symbol. Or hold on. Alternatively, okay. So just to give you an example, just in case anybody has forgotten what we're talking about here. So it's Star Wars Rebel symbol. This is a reverse Star Wars Rebel that I'm rocking. Okay, but there's also the Klingon bird of prey. This is actually, and unfortunately you can't see that picture on the right, but it's this one over here on the left. Wait, I think I can do this. We can do this. We believe in us. No, that didn't do shit. Yeah, that one helped. Okay, so there, as you can see, it's the Klingon bird of prey. Okay, so that's actually, I'm starting to think that this is actually a Klingon bird of prey wrap. If you look, it's got the very distinctive nose section of the bird of prey. Here, I want to give you it just so you can remember, right? So, and then, like, I've got the winglets that wrap around. They're very, look, like, they even have that same kind of, like, fold. So, to be honest with you, I think this is going to be a new fashion trend. We're gonna. Ooh, this is the one right here. Look at, actually, we're missing out. This is the one right here. Look, it's got the proper, like, shape of the head. It's got the proper full wrap on the left side. Anyways, it looks like. But hey, I'm just saying, I don't want anybody to be afraid that you lost this defining feature that makes our channel happen. Okay, what happens to be up? Not my hair. Vlad, thank you for the comments, Vlad. I really appreciate all the joking and love. Smitty is broken, beat, and scared. Shave your beaver. Man, I trimmed this thing pretty tight. It's feels good, Kind of like my little girl was sitting there rubbing it the other day. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, it feels funny. It's like, because it's like a freshly stubbled, right? How's Flat Derp doing out there? The Dark Canuck. Good to see you, Beaver. Well, good to see you, Dark Canuck. Who else we got? It's going to be a lower number. Oh, David Sebesta way up there. How you doing, David? Listen. People probably joined memberships, and there were promises of makeup. And I want everybody to know that I will not drop that torch in entirety. It is happening. I'm trying to sort out a date here because I feel bad. Because I made promises, and people were like, yeah, fucked up situation. We're going full Twisted Sister Beaver on a Saturday, and I haven't done it, and I know I haven't done it. So anyways, and if any of you think that that's fun, I mean, I don't know, it might be fun. I'm just gonna mess about. It'll be fun. We're gonna watch stupid shit. We're gonna hang out, members only stream, but I will put it up as an unlisted post on my community section afterwards. So You don't have to feel obligated to be a member. You just won't be there for the live event. And I feel bad for anybody who signed up and didn't get their Beaver makeup show. Maybe I'm scared. I haven't told you guys. Like, this opens up deep inner wounds for me, perhaps. We haven't really come to that point in therapy yet, anyways. Anyways, listen, I'm going to show you something. See this guy right here? This is something I'm working on, okay? I have been absent. I've been very busy working, but this face right here, you can see more of this face if you play your cards right, okay? Everybody just take a big look. Just suck that image in. And who does this remind you of, by the way? There's a flat earther. There's a flat earther that this should remind you of, and some of you will know what I'm talking about. It's like they like to film in their garage a lot. There's a lot of like water heaters in the background and things like that, you know? Some of you will remember. Yeah, Danny Pratt. Of course, Flat Derp gets it. Yeah, because Flat Derp's been around. But Flat Derp, yeah, no, Dan Pratt. Dan Pratt. But this is like our own little auditor, Dan Pratt. Or no, wait, he's a sovereign. This one's a sovereign. I don't know. They're all over the place. But anyways, okay. So, holy shit, Mark Beiser. Just a reminder, you're a dork. And Mark Beiser, just a reminder, I love you, buddy. And thank you for being a member for 35 months. OG member, everybody. OG. Mark Beiser is that guy that's really good at my job and gives me shit for, like, not being. I mean, not that I'm not good. I fixed the refrigerator today. I feel pretty powerful. But it's just like Mark will be like, oh, what you're supposed to do is this, and this. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But let's pretend I don't have that fancy tool. I did this. And it'll work fine. It's not, it's like, like I'm doing a good job. It's just, Mark might be doing a better one. That's what I'm trying to say. Good to see you, Cygnus. I can't say that word. Rotten Apple. I'm a flat earther too. I ditched the indoctrination. Well, I don't know what to say about that Rotten Apple news. Good to see you here though. How's that? I don't want to start on like a bad note. You know what I mean? I started in the flat Earth commentary community. Oh, Yelling Beaver. We brought that back by request. But we aren't here to chit chat too much about the bullshit. Let's try to treat this like they're actually more like a video, and then maybe we can have better retention through live streams. So what we're going to jump to is we are going to jump right into this douche canoe. But actually, before we jump into this video, because this video writes its own comedy, honestly, we're just gonna scroll back in a timeline of DirectD. Oh fuck! Like what kind of? I don't know. It's a weird. If you're on his channel, it's a weird place. Honestly, I think he's in love with these people. To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure. You guys can tell me what you think. I think he's in love. It's just it's a theory. It's a theory I've been working with. Pretty sure you'd run circles around me on heating systems for actual cold climates. Yeah, Mark, but I'm going to be blunt with you. Heating shit is easy. I mean, let's face it. Half the time, you're just burning a product. I mean, even if it's electricity, you're just consuming. You know what I mean? Like, I fix them all the time. I'm definitely good at it. But you know what I mean? Like, creating heat and moving heat they're not the same thing. Anyways, back to DirectD. Oh, and what else? Facty, how dare you live stream while I'm driving? Well, I don't know what to tell you. You should definitely pay more attention to me than the road, though. I don't know what to say, okay? I need the watch time. Hey, if that's a bad take, I don't know what to tell you people. Don't listen to me. That's a bad idea. Audio only, sir. Hands-free, thank you. You should not be propping it up in the speedometer area either. That is a no-no, okay? That is a no-no. Spoiler, okay, so I don't know if you guys have spent much time in DirectD's community section, but essentially he's been on a steady path of L's for a while now. The fuck is this? You don't even cut trees anymore. Why? Anyways, so it started with we talked about way back when he was threatening to lean lawyers. Actually, that was one of the last times that Rotten Apples was around. So he was threatening to lean judges and fucking attorneys and prosecutors, and it was dumb. It was a dumb idea, and shockingly, I became hidden when I continued to question whether or not this was a wise legal maneuver. Probably because he felt like a fucking idiot. Sorry, Google. But, you know, I don't care that I'm hidden, other than the fact that I know that he can't immediately see me calling him out for his bullshit. But anyways, it started with that. And one thing I want to point out is you don't see him talking about this anymore. Who's seen Direct D say a thing about suing magistrates or like leaning their homes and stuff? He dropped that like it was a hot turd. Because he knew it was dumb and he felt like an idiot. So, you know, but, you know, here's him quoting Sun Tzu, I guess, because, you know, to know your enemy, you must become your enemy. You know, so what does this say? The Supreme Court unanimously adopted changes to its rules. So anyways, what he's been on lately is he's been on this kick where he's now, oh, by the way, he lost his flashlight. You remember the flashlight that he fucking, this is great. Let's look at this. There's no trace of a flashlight being booked into evidence at the police department in Tempe, Arizona after my arrest. They clearly listed and declared in their own police report. They themselves said in the report it was impounded as evidence. And so they like conveniently lost his flashlight, and I don't know. I think it's funny. I just thought it was funny. I mean, yeah, it's kind of shitty because that technically is his property, but I don't know. I mean, it's another fuck around and find out situation, isn't it? Like, do you really feel bad for a guy that was screwing around and then lost his precious flashlight? He makes probably 100,000 plus a year off his YouTube channel. Don't worry. He'll buy another flashlight. He'll be okay. Direct D doesn't need a public defender. Flashlight or fleshlight? Hey, you don't criticize fleshlights. They are a very important tool for the lonely individual, okay? I mean, to be blunt with you, if the real extortion is charging somebody $100 and something for something that your hand can do, but that's fine. It's for individuals and their own pleasures. They can decide what they want, okay? Some people like the touch of that fake. Man. Okay, I gotta stop there. That's funny. I've gone off the rails. It's the ADHD. It guides me, you know? So yeah, he lost his flashlight. I think it's funny. Oh, and please don't call this person because, you know, just tie up public lines, eh? Like, let's just, anyways, this is him calling out this, the State Bar of Arizona, Charles Shell. So this is his attorney that seemed to want to immediately dismiss my issue. I hope I'm wrong. Or is this the guy that dismissed his issue? It's all up here. Oh, God, look at this shit. Look at this. Motion to dismiss. This is his entire motion to dismiss. Now, this is beautiful, actually. Okay, so we're actually going to go through this a little bit real quick because we got to build this story up, guys. I'm sorry. I can't take you right to the win. I got to show you what he's been doing. I've been paying attention, and it's just been, honestly, I have had a lot of fun in my own head just laughing at this train wreck. So... based on lack of probable cause for the charges of interference in a crime scene investigation based on through and us. I'm trying to make sure he's posted so much shit. I need to make sure I know which one this is. Oh, fuck that. That's the charge for the flashlight bullshit. Who gives a shit? And we're going to come back to this little thing down here. Where's the one I want? It's all, oh, here we go. Nope, it's this one. Yep. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. So he filed a complaint on his legal counsel because the legal counsel, I mean, essentially because he got abandoned by his legal counsel. So his angle has now been that I was abandoned by my legal counsel and therefore I was denied basically the right to a defense, which is horseshit because you can hire one. Because, first of all, if you're going to put your fucking attorneys on blast, there's probably not a law on this earth that says they are required to take you as a client. I'm sure of it. I'm almost 100% certain. But looking at this, so the State Bar was very dismissive, just like complaining to the police departments about a bad cop. They didn't ask me for any of the evidence. I have screenshots from subscribers, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I don't even know what that's talking about. Then when I offered to submit an affidavit of truth under threat of perjury as evidence, sounds very savvy, they didn't want any part of it. This was all done over the phone. They didn't want a written complaint. Well, no, they just didn't think it had merit. So that's different. But anyways, 11 days after I filed this complaint, they send me an email dismissing my complaint without any investigation. So I responded. So this is the response, and it is, I think it's beautiful. Mr. Shell was appointed to represent me in 4 appeals cases in Mesa, Arizona. Mr. Shell withdrew as my appointed attorney on the basis that I did not financially qualify for a public defender, probably because you make a bunch of money. Anyways, despite being informed by me that his assessment of my financial situation was incorrect, so despite me telling him that he was wrong, this was clear violation of several provisions of the Arizona rules, blah, blah, blah. So right here, Direct D told him he didn't make enough money. So that is fact. Everybody, guys, when tax times comes, this is a little trick I learned from Direct D. Okay, so what you do is, don't listen to Rotten Apple News. He might not actually pay his taxes. That's his problem. But hey, you gotta laugh with us, Rotten Apple. Come on. But what you gotta do is, I learned this from Direct D. You just write on the front that you disagree with their assessment of how much money you've made. And this fun thing will happen. They'll eventually charge you with tax evasion. No, or they'll send you a bill. But I'm not sure how it works exactly in your country, but in mine, you probably get away with it just long enough that you think you're off the grid, and then the hammer will literally fall on your face. So you'll suddenly realize that, oh, they didn't lose track of me. They knew I existed the entire time. Well, hold on. Let's see the comment that I've surely got. Let's see. Hold on. I'll read Rotten Apples because he's talking about Direct D. Direct D claims that filing civil lawsuits is simple. No, it's not. I'm battling corporate counsel in federal court right now, suing a deputy in county and federal and circuit. Are you posting all this on your channel, Rotten Apple News? That's all I'd love to ask you. Please, if you could, document this experience for us. Hey, listen, if it works, then fucking I'll eat my shoes, I guess. I mean, if you document it and it works, fuck me, I'm the asshole. But, you know, I don't know. Anyways, so back to Direct D. Let's stay on target here. I am easily distracted, okay? There is absolutely squirrels everywhere. Okay, so number 1, he's bulleted this for us. It's very nice of him. First, Mr. Shell violated Rule 1.1, which requires lawyers to provide a competent representation to their clients. Mr. Shell did not exercise the required level of competence in assessing my financial situation and erroneously concluded that I did not qualify for a public defender. So don't worry, he was erroneous because Direct D said so. This led to Mr. Shell withdrawing from my case, which had a detrimental impact on my legal rights. Second, a lot of these are pretty repeat. Like, it's kind of like he's just stacking the same complaint as many directions as he can. And that usually doesn't work in law because it's like the same complaint, just repackaged. But we'll see. Second, Mr. Shell violated Rule 1.3, which requires lawyers to act with responsible diligence and promptness in representing their clients. By withdrawing from my case, Mr. Shell failed to act with reasonable diligence and promptness in representing my interests. This led to delays in my case and increased the risk of harm to my legal rights. Well, you see, number 2 doesn't matter because he withdrew. And he withdrew with the consent of the judge, which means none of these other things are going to matter. Third, Mr. Shell violated Rule 1.16. I don't know why you jumped from 1.1, 16. I'm an idiot. Which requires lawyers to withdraw from representation only for good cause. Yeah, you didn't need it because you can afford a lawyer. And upon notice to their clients. Well, he gave you notice. He withdrew. Mr. Shell did not have good cause to withdraw from my case. This violated my right to adequate representation and created significant harm. So this is just a repeat of 1.3 to my legal interest in appealing cases. In appeals cases. Furthermore, Chad Shell's conduct appears to violate the comment to ER 1-16 regarding a lawyer's obligation to decline or withdraw from representation if the client demands that the lawyer engage in conduct that is illegal or violates the rules of professional conduct or other law. Chad Shell did not have a valid reason to withdraw from my representation and persisted in his decision despite my clarification that his assessment of my financial situation was incorrect. So, in paraphrasing, he withdrew. He withdrew. He withdrew. I told him I don't make that much money, and he withdrew. That's just paraphrasing for you guys. When he withdrew, is that the same as pulling out, asking for a friend? I mean, he was pulling out a direct D, that's for sure. He was like, this is not going well. I need to make sure I don't put a baby in this thing. Number 4. Finally, Mr. Shell's conduct violated Rule 3.2, which requires lawyers to make reasonable efforts to expedite litigations consistent with their client's interests. Mr. Shell's withdrawal from the case created significant delays in litigation. This is another repeat of basically all of this. Oh, okay. Highlighter issues. Hashtag. This. Like, it's just... So it's just stacking complaints. Okay. Number 5. Moreover, I had to file 4 writs of mandamus. Now you're just casting spells. Surely, this is a Harry Potter spell. I'm sure of it. Somebody. I know it's a real thing before anybody actually. But listen, this is clearly a Harry Potter spell. Can you tell me what this means? Special actions. He's got it right here. But, oh, special actions. There's that fun word we like to hear in the sovereign community, if you will. Well, I'm going to look up for the 100%. I've already won my suit. Just have lots of BS procedural hearings and filings. No, I don't have time to post my stuff. I mean, let's face it. I'd love to. Every case is different, and perhaps you have a claim. I don't know what the case is, right? So... anyways, I'm gonna go back to this. Moreover, I had to file 4 writs of mandamus, bippity boppity boops, in the Superior Court to ask for a lawyer. Once Chad withdrew, the appointing judge denied me the right to another attorney after releasing Chad based on unfounded claims and outright lies from Chad Shell. This further shows the extent of harm caused by Mr. Shell's misconduct and improper handling of my case. D. Everybody knows you make money. It's like you can't say I'm not married to my live-in common law wife that I had a child with, and I don't own a YouTube channel, but I have all of this money and stuff, and have the court believe you. Okay? You've bragged on many occasions. If you haven't seen it, I have a video on this. You can go back in my catalog and look at it. And I have shown evidence of Direct D bragging about how much money he makes doing YouTube. And then he turns around and says, I don't make any money. You need to defend me. It's a grift, and it's an attempt to delay his case further. This is all just more attempts at delaying his cases. He has been charged and found guilty on, I believe, now this could be incorrect, but if I'm not mistaken, is it not at least 2 of the charges that he's been up on lately? I think it was like the flashlight incident he's been found guilty of. I can't remember. There's so many things he's up on charges for. But there was 2 of them. One of them he was found because he did that whole grandstand at the end like, oh, I'm ashamed of you, judge. Like, who gives a shit? Like, you know, please don't post your stuff. I mean, I don't know. I'm okay with him posting his stuff. I'd love it if he sent me a link. Anyways, okay. I don't want to. Rotten Apple, but Apple News is being a pretty good sport around here, and the only thing that we will hide around here is literally bigotrous, kind of like really vile shit. These are just a few of Asbar rules Chad is in violation of. I can't read. Don't worry about me. I haven't even begun to mention confidentiality violations. I need glasses is what I've realized this year, and so I am waiting for my health plan to kick in for eyes, which doesn't happen for like 4 more months, and then you're probably going to see me like old man glassesing it like the skeptic. Anyways, I don't think I need to read any more of this bullshit. I didn't even realize it wasn't on screen, so you just look at my dumbass. You're an odd beaver. I love Beaver. I will say that much. Let's just put it that way. I urge the Arizona State Bar to investigate, blah, blah, blah. And then there's the denial letter. Anyways, right here. I communicated with Mr. Shell regarding your allegations, including regarding the motions to withdraw that he filed with the court. I also obtained and reviewed documentation from him. I further reviewed the docket for your criminal cases. I also discussed this file with my colleagues. I understand that Mr. Shell disclosed to the court that you may not qualify for a public defender. Mr. Shell disclosed the same to the court after obtaining information from you on your income. This information caused Mr. Shell to believe that you did not qualify for a public defender. The court granted Mr. Shell's motion to withdraw. Based upon the above, I have determined that further investigation is not warranted at this time, and wah wah, baby, baby, baby. Anyways. So yeah, so that's what he's been doing. And I felt it was important to go through that. So then, lawyer's ability to withdraw from a case. Nowhere in this statement does the lawyer cite a valid reason for the basis of their withdrawal. I encourage you to look through the rules yourself over here because I care. And then here's more of his, allowed to withdraw because the bar was mentioned and got a 1-star Google review. Yeah, you put them on blast. I'm sure that they're not required to represent you. And besides, actually, by the way, there's a video right here I'm going to show you where the guy explains how it's definitely a conflict of interest if the lawyer and the client cannot agree on things. And that is a reason for withdrawal. And wasn't it a she, I thought, or was it a him? I thought he had a female lawyer at one point. Maybe I'm just Mandelaing myself. This is dumb. Oh, God. Practice. So, okay. So the judge entered a plea of not guilty on his behalf, probably because he said he's not guilty. And apparently that's the judge practicing law, and that's a crime. So, you know, there's that. I'm not even going to get into it because there's so much. I mean, where we stop? What we're going to do is we're going to stop on the video that I want to stop at, which is over here. So that's just where we're building to here. Entering a plea of someone's behalf is considered practicing law before you ask to make an intelligent, informed decision, blah, 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 blah. I always fucking gives a shit. And then he's feeling a little hurt for content right now, so he basically repackaged and reposted his own old content on his other channel. I don't answer questions, because we've all seen this before if you've kept up with D. And then here, okay, so here is Direct D basically tried to make the camp fucking warden, or I don't know what the hell conservation officer. It depends on what you call him. Apparently, he's a super bad guy because he asked them not to shoot their crossbow in a public park.
Hey, man, you seem a little.
Yeah, maybe later.
Yeah. There you go, brother.
Right on, Joe, extra hard.
There you go. What are we doing wrong? How can we fix it?
You're okay so far.
All right.
But those are some really nice crossbows.
Like those?
I did. I didn't look at them closely, but they look pretty cool at a glance. We cannot have any projectiles anywhere inside the campground.
What?
Cannot shoot them right here. Anywhere
I'm
else.
going to projectile all.
So this guy has been. Now, they are kind to him, okay? But they aren't going to listen to him. It's very clear. So this guy has come in and given much love, Direct D. Yeah, whatever. Austin Murphy. Yeah, journalist. Don't worry. All he is a punk that doesn't want to follow the rules. But you're welcome to your opinion, and nobody's going to silence you for having it.
Over this thing here in about an hour.
Anywhere else is great, but we just cannot have it right here because all the kids and shit.
You're going to have to swallow. You're telling me I rented a campsite and I can't projectile?
No projectiles.
Oh my God. That's not going to work.
Yeah, it's a whole...
Like, I'll give them that they're actually friendly to him. But, I mean, we're going to get to the commentary right as he leaves here, right? So.
Forest Servicing, camp rule, the whole deal.
I mean, we're pretty familiar with the law. That's why I asked. Rules.
I mean, hey, Austin Murphy, Direct D lies to you. I mean, he lies to you about his income. He tries to use public defenders, public funds, your tax money that you work hard, you pay. I mean, maybe you don't pay your taxes. That's your own problem again. I'm just going to, full disclosure. Being a police enforcer violates common law. All right. Is he gained a whole bunch of sovereign citizens when he said, I'm going to sue a bunch of judges? Hey, Austin, how much have you heard about that? How many judges has he leaned their houses of? Because it was fucking retarded and he knows it. He knows it was retarded. He will never bring that up again. He will just leave it there. You guys will all just in the comments because he's the man. He's the man doing a bunch of legal shit that has never worked ever. And you guys will just, oh, he's so amazing. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, if I fuck up, I expect my audience to tell me I'm an idiot. Like, but educate yourselves. Oh, guys. Remember who also tells you to educate yourself? Flat earthers. Educate yourself. Yeah, okay. It's okay. We're fine.
No, it's law.
Law?
Yeah.
Can you,
In a congested area? No, I don't know the statutes or none of that. But
pretty sure that's only for combustion projectiles.
no,
Yes,
it's
space
any
is big. All
projectile.
right. See, Austin Murphy is a well, he's probably a loser. But hey, listen. Hey, I didn't say that. My inner voice said that. I'm sorry, Austin. Listen, Austin, I'm sorry. Hearts, Austin. Everybody show hearts to Austin. Austin, we love you. We love you, Austin.
Even airsoft, if they want to get shitty about it, you know. The only reason I hate airsoft, you got to clean that shit up afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
The only
But
thing,
it's any projectile at all.
I mean, if the longer you stay, the more I want a projectile right now.
All right.
So don't get me wrong; they're pretty decent to him. I have no issues with how they behaved towards the camp. I don't know, what is this guy called, guys?
Smoke, brother.
We would call them conservation officers around here, but I don't know that he's he might be a park warden or something, right?
Have a good one, brother. Have a wonderful night. I won't projectile. Yeah. We'll keep it in the.
Austin Murphy, I'm a refrigeration red seal, and you're right. You can't have a pressure system next to a vacuum. That's why there's a gradient, a very detectable gradient. You're a retard. Oh, bad R word. Sorry. Oh, God, YouTube hates that worse than the F word. Hey, Austin, I'm sorry, but dude, it's called a gradient, and just. Anyways, I'm not. Listen, you want to go talk about flat Earth? Go talk to FTFE. Hearts to FTFE, but that's the MC Tune is live right now. If you want to go get owned by somebody, seriously, here I'll send somebody send a link to this asshole for MC Tune. He can go where the fuck. I'm so flustered now. No, I'm just joking. MC Tune. There you go. Here he was live. Is he live still? Oh, he was live earlier. Yeah, 29 minutes ago. Here, this is here. Here you go. Here, buddy. Here. This is a great place where you can talk about flat Earth all you want. Just have fun with it, Oh no! Here we are.
Have a good night, brother.
He had to fucking run away fast. Jesus Christ.
Hey, good to have everybody from MC Tune. I'm just saying that's the place to talk about flat Earth.
Feel free to check out my direct YouTube channel.
Guys, Austin's woken people up.
Got it too.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't think you realized this.
Yes, holy smalls, you are right. The R word doesn't mean stupid.
I got both of the GoPros right behind me.
Of course, I don't think it stands for the people that the word used to represent either. Like, I would not call somebody who was like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't call them the R word. I would call them mentally handicapped or just like, I don't know. There's other words. I wouldn't call them that. So the R word to me is kind of like taking a different meaning, which is sometimes why it comes out.
Yeah. That fool's tripping. I'm 100% gonna shoot.
What the fuck are they gonna do?
Yeah, why follow the rules, right, D? Exactly. Nobody needs to follow the rules when you're hanging with D. So, anyways, good lessons for his children. I can't wait till they don't follow his rules. Anyway, so all that was a simple request for him not to fire a deadly projectile inside park grounds because there's children inside parks, and that's too hard to follow. But you know what, Direct D? There's places you can camp if you want to shoot bows and stuff. I live in a country that's very similar. I can go to the park that I pay, and there's a campsite lot and all that stuff, or I can trudge my ass out into the wilderness, bring a bunch of shit in my backpack, lose the convenience of outhouses because that's how it works, and then I can shoot all the shit I want because I'm in the middle of nowhere. But when you're in public areas where you've got to follow the rules and keep other people safe, I'm sorry, but that's called societal responsibilities. I know that you don't like following rules. It's fine. I get it. But, don't expect us to think you're a hero. Except for fucking Austin there. Austin jerks off to you. Fuck. Austin, do you want to be... Hey, listen, Austin, you are welcome to come by anytime I stream, and you could just be the jester. I love it. Honestly, I think it's great. So then we move up to Arizona courts be warned. Okay, this is, yeah. Wait, no, wait. Did we lose the part where he's going to make his own? Oh, no. Good. I wouldn't want to. We got to. This is coming. Don't worry. If you haven't been paying attention to my community section, you'll be surprised. Okay, more bullshit. Talked to the state bar yesterday about my recent lawyer's withdrawal from my case. That conversation with great audio is currently uploading. Stand by. The bar guy explains to him, I don't want to play this. The bar guy explains to him that she or he can very much withdraw from the case if there's a conflict of interest. And also, DirectD tries to push this idea that his lawyer, his public defender, is required to try to file, attempt to file legal avenues that he knows have no legal merit. And the gentleman from the bar informs him that no, he does not, that the lawyer absolutely does not need to file things that he knows don't have any legal basis or merit. So, driver's a commercial term. Oh, man. That's funny. He's got it. That's a troll. He's anti everything. But anyways, Murphy, it's good to have you, buddy. So yeah, this is just its own, honestly, it's its own bag of nuts, and I really want to get to the last part here. I mean, I don't know, maybe we could play it on 2x. Yeah, let's do it. 2x. We're going to do this.
Disheartening, and it brings a discredit to the...
Hello?
Hi, good morning. Can I please speak with Mr. Christopher Ruff?
Yeah, I'm speaking.
That's a little fast.
Good morning again. My name is Matt McGregor. I'm bar counsel with the State Bar of Arizona. How are you today?
I'm spectacular. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Am I catching you at bedtime? Sounds like I'm driving.
No, I'm sitting out back, and that's the AC running. I'm going to move here in a minute. I'm smoking a cigarette.
Okay. Well, I'm calling you because of your written submission to us involving Samantha Hurd. I had a couple of follow-up questions for you, if you don't mind.
Great, no.
With regards to her motion withdrawal, the court will not...
Yeah, Samantha Hurd. It was a female. So, sorry, Shell is the dude at the bar. Hurd was his lawyer. It was a female. I was right.
The court did rule on it.
Yeah, what did the court do with it?
The court granted it.
Okay.
So...
I'm sorry, Chris, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say that my...
I mean, basically, it starts with, well, did the lawyer grant her withdrawal, or the judge grant her withdrawal? It's like, yeah. It's like, well, I don't know what to tell you then, buddy. Because, if she didn't grant withdrawal and then she withdrew, then you'd have a case. But since because the judge then believes the merit,
part of my complaint was based around the fact
Hold on,
that
I gotta grab a shot glass here. 1 second.
I posted in her motion to withdraw, so she said that I posted negative statements. Now,
That's going to be my next follow-up question for you, but go ahead.
Right. When we were in court, it actually came out, in fact, from Samantha herself that was not the case, that she made that mention in regards to a 1-star Google review that she received, and she believes that it was related to me and not that it came from me.
What Narcan, Liz? Sorry, I was reading the comments. Liz woke people up with what, Narcan? Oh my god, that's a sick burn. That's awesome.
Okay. All right.
So
that was actually my follow-up question for you, Chris. I wanted to know if she had mentioned anything about what the basis for that was, but it sounds like she did.
Your Honor, Mr. Ruff and I were having a
Holy shit, this is not going to be audible at 1.5 because it's court shit.
theory of discussing my correspondence.
Okay, this is edited like horse shit, D. Anyway, suffice to say, it's a long... I mean, maybe I was more entertaining because I was probably playing a video game when I was listening to it. So let's just say fuck this noise to this. Excuse the language. Hard F, I'm sorry. Let's just move past that. So we get up to here, and this is just brilliant. Wait. Oh, no, is this the one where he's starting a court? Oh, come on. Did he delete it? Guys, he's starting a legal office. Oh, come on. Hold on. I posted it. By the way, this is funny. This is Voldemort back there taking a suntan behind these chicks. Okay, hold on. Oh, no, it's that one. Okay, shit, I'm an idiot. It's this one all the frickin' way. Oh my God, he posts so much. Right here. So, okay. Attention Coolidge. And if you didn't hear, he's starting a law firm, guys. So, guys, hey, Anthony, or Austin. I don't care who you are. Austin, tell me when his law department starts up. I want to know. Oh, I want to know all the cases they're handling. Tell me more. Tell me when his legal department opens up. Attention Coolidge, Arizona, and other government agencies operating on Facebook or social media. Oh, is this the one? Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay. See, I'm not on crack. This is your one warning. Stop deleting comments you don't like on Facebook. Stop blocking individuals from commenting on government-operated pages, platforms. These are all serious violations of the First Amendment. I'm not entirely sure that that's true. It's a private platform, but they're public agencies, and I do think that there is rulings on that. So I mean, it is possible he's right about that. But it's also possible that they're not even posted originally. They're like pending approval, which I don't know if that would be a gray area. We're literally starting a law firm in Arizona this year to sue you morons for every tiny little transgression against our civil liberties as Americans. We are fed up with the bullshit in Arizona. So what has happened here, everybody, is he thinks he's found an infinite money glitch. Just stay with me, okay? If DirectD and his cohorts make all of the money that they then pay for legal defenses, then they can make all of the money that they spend defending themselves in just a big fucking circle. Think about it. Think about it. You just keep paying yourself. Maybe you hand it to your friend, he hands it back to you. This could work. I'm telling you. I mean, think about the possibilities. So hey, Austin, hey, just could you send me a DM, hit me up on Discord. Maybe you can email me if you want. Just send me a message when his law firm starts up. I'd love to hear about it, okay? I want to know more. I really want to know, like, how I can engage. Like, let's face it, there's got to be ways to donate. We got to find out. Come on. This year. He's starting it this year, guys. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, Austin believes. Austin believes in D, guys. None of this is the same bullshit we've heard from all of these grifters forever. And then here is him bitching about the fundamental right to legal defense and a bunch of cases that I didn't have the time to look up, but I'm sure have nothing to do with a person who could have afforded defense but chose to try to grift the government for legal defenses. Hello, Mr. Beaver says, Skitscrasher, member for 24 months. Skitscrasher being a member for 24 months, that's epic. Where's my, where the fuck? Apparently I can't. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. I'm apparently not a YouTuber anymore because I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, okay. So to get away from all this bullshit and get into the real meat of it here. So bring us to his latest post. Now, there is an original video, which I don't really care to look at, but I believe this is it here. Oh, this is his angle. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's keep that there. Oh, Screaming Beaver. Thank you. Hold on. In celebration of your memberships. I'm gonna have a baby shot. I have heartburn. Okay, baby shot. Oh, that was a really baby shot. We gotta do a bit more. Oh, that stuff hurts. Jamaican rum. I'm gonna chase though, okay? Good stuff. Okay. So, this is actually good. We've got his angle. So I don't know what we should watch first. Do you think we should watch DirectD's angle? Sure. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's watch DirectD's angle first. I mean, it is Wednesday, isn't it? I warned my wife I might be saucy afterwards.
All right, guys, so one of my subscribers called me, and we are now out here to flex on some piggies right now. They pulled...
Everybody, DirectD got called. My hero.
these people over for allegedly criminal speeding. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't have nothing to talk to you. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, hey. D, you are the reason I can't monetize a stream about you, okay? Like, can you just not? Like, really, bring it down. Just bring it down.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, shut up, I'm a big baby. He keeps saying it, too. Like, look at You bought a bottle of Kraken? That shit'll put hair on your testicles. I know, misty-eyed girl. It's supposed to not be the case in your case. But, hey, listen. If you want testicles with hair on them, watch out. It might happen. Just kidding. Anyways. You know, it's strong, eh? It's like 50%. It's like 47 point something. Something like that.
So they're arresting the driver for failing to ID, and they're claiming that they're arresting her because she didn't have a seatbelt on, you guys. Now we have the Apache Junction Police Department, and now we have Pinal County.
Isn't it criminal speeding? Wasn't that the charge? I was pretty sure the charge was criminal speeding.
Sheriff's out here. There is a field training officer, a corporal. Where's the sergeant at? Let's get Apache Junction Police phone number up here, along with Pinal County Sheriff's. I know. So they're threatening, they're gonna arrest both of them. Hey, you guys, my advice would be get out, let them arrest you. I'll take your truck.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, let them do it. Hey, let them arrest you. Let them arrest you, don't fight them.
Free chesticles? I want to try. Oh my god. Man. I was just gonna see what misty-eyed girl had to say about getting fuzzy peaches. Ah, she hasn't responded yet. I thought you'd have something to say about that. I'm sorry for wishing fuzzy peaches on you.
Hey, calm down, calm down, calm down.
Austin, chill, bro, chill. Like fascism, Jesus Christ. Hey, buddy, why don't you go to Russia and you can join the army at force, and you can really talk about fascism. Anti-freedom channel. Oh God, you're boring.
Calm down. Okay, calm down. Just calm down.
I'm a pro-teeth channel is what I am, and this bitch is missing a bunch of them. Look at
calm
this.
down.
Look at this. I am a pro-teeth channel, and there's no
calm
teeth
down.
here.
Calm down. Okay, calm down. Just calm down. It's all right. I got you. I'll take your truck if you need me to.
Yes, please.
It's not a big deal.
Yes,
Just don't.
We need a hero. We need a hero in the dark of the night. That's where Direct D comes in.
Don't fight him. That's not going to make anything better. Hey, man, just let him arrest you, dude. You're not making anything.
Let go of my fingers.
Is that like free hat?
Squishing my fingers. You're squishing my fingers, please. Let go of me. I'm not.
All right, you guys. So one of my subscribers called me, and I drove all the way out here right now for this.
Yeah, because content. Of course you did. I mean, Jesus Christ, if I was making the money you were making, I would too.
I don't want them searching my vehicle.
I mean,
Illegal search and seizure.
it would be, because I'm going to take possession of it.
one more thing to add to that is it's almost like he could milk it for a whole nother video afterwards and everything, you know? Like, God, poor guy got called out.
They're allowed to do what's called a plain view search.
Oh, no, you see, B and F are not equivalent in YouTube's eyes, first of all. And second of all, I don't really care if he called them names. It's about the fact that it's hard to monetize a stream that has 15 F-bombs in a row. Dude, you can say an F-bomb on YouTube. It's an adult platform. What you can't do is say 10 of them in a row and expect YouTube to leave it a green. It's just like, but listen, Austin, since you don't actually have a YouTube channel and nobody gives a shit about you, I don't expect you to know. Oh, and by the way, asterisk for other people, you don't have to have a YouTube channel. Like, that's a chilly statement. Like, hey, bro, when you get a YouTube channel, you'll matter. But what I'm saying is that Austin doesn't really understand. It's okay. It's okay. We love Austin, though.
But you start rifling through
We
shit.
love our little flat earther. Austin, I will even... See, the thing is, I can't actually trust you to give you a wrench. I'd give you a wrench, and you could be like our in-house flat earther. We need one of those. We had Jim all around. Jim, was it Jim Lotus? Yeah, we had Jim Lotus for a while, but Jim posts some pretty shitty things sometimes. He's very disparaging to people, and so, you know, unfortunately, you know, we had to get rid of Jim, and it's been a little empty ever since.
You're gonna get in trouble.
Summer here, summer there.
So which
Summer
one's the
gone.
killer here?
It's not the right one.
It's not the right one?
That's
Oh, okay.
awesome.
Mesa's hatch.
Oh, Mesa's hatch. Yeah, that's Mesa, dude. Apache Junction don't do that shit.
I mean, unfortunately, I don't give wrenches to people like that. Like, I haven't given wrenches to people in a long time. I keep that shit on lockdown, and it's not a criticism to anybody out there. But I mean, you know, I don't have to do wrench Armageddons when I don't hand out wrenches. That's the simplest thing. So, you know, there's people that will still yet earn wrenches, and the thing is, it's people that I've seen forever. So I recognize people I've seen forever. I mean, I look up in the chat, I can see people I've seen forever. So, you know. I'm special. Just like Ralph Wiggum. Miss Hoover. No, it is not a spanner in Canada. It is technically, if you want to get really specific, it is an adjustable wrench because crescent. Wait, what are we talking about here? Yeah, because that would be a crescent wrench, the way it's shaped, but Crescent is a brand. So it's an adjustable wrench, but British call it spanner. And yes, we do share a lot of words with them, just not that one.
Are you live? Okay.
I mean, that's fantastic, Rotten Apples.
You're not gonna, he's giving me possession of it, I'll take it. Why not? You can't, it's not up to you. You pulled him over for speeding. Department policy. Wow. You got this?
Yeah.
Stay here and record these guys. Hey, why is the sheriff's out here, man? What are you guys doing here?
I'm just backing up, AJ.
Does it seem reasonable to you, arresting a woman for failing to identify as a passenger? Do you know that's a fucking constitutional violation?
I don't know what all the details are.
Yeah, but come on, man, you're sheriffs. You're fucking...
Oh, come on, man. I'm going to talk with you at the bumper of this vehicle, and we're just going to hash this out right here. All the rules will change. Direct D to the rescue. Dun, 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 dun. My hero. Oh, it's fucking double tap.
Better, supposed to be better than these guys.
Traffic control for their safety.
All right.
I'll time myself.
I mean, at
out,
least
Jack.
you guys aren't the ones doing this.
That's funny.
Right, ask Michael Poley who Darian is.
Yeah, we'll go.
Hey, Austin, you know what's fun? If you're still here, Austin, do you know what's really funny? You're in here talking shit this whole time, and nobody timed you out once. But do you know who's hidden on DirectD's channel? I am. Because I called him out on his bullshit. So, you know. Proponent of free speech. Keep worshiping people that are making a fool out of you.
Talk to Michael Pooley. Sure, he'd love to hear from us, right?
How much fuel does he carry? Actually, he looks like he might be a hydro seeder or something like that. Because if you look, like those are probably high. That's, I mean, he's got jugs of chemicals and stuff. It's probably some form of hydro seeding. If you look at the vehicle here, you can see there's a pump on the front of that vehicle over there. Like on the front of the trailer, that's a pump of some sort. So I don't know what that is, but it might be hydro seeding. Hydro seeding's where you spray that seed mulch mix on like edges of boulevards and shit, and it grows really fast.
He'd love to hear from us, right? So,
Tell Poley Darian would like to sit at the table with
Hydroponic
you
seeder.
guys, he's getting arrested.
No, that's this guy. That's this guy. He has okay, so watching these videos, and I do not want to let out the name of the channel because he does very short videos. I'm gonna piece them together into like a couple different of his opinions. But you can hear like whirling fans, and you see up on his right up here, there's that light, like our right, his left, but see that light there? It's got tinfoil around it. And like, I was like, that's a fucking grow setup. I can tell, I can hear it. I've grown stuff legally in the past. I I know what a grow room sounds like. And I was like, he's in a grow room. And sure enough, at some point, I can't remember which video, he tilts his camera in a way where you can see the pot plant behind him. So I just thought it was funny because, like, I don't care. But if he doesn't have a license, like, you just filmed yourself growing drugs. So that's funny. But, oh, this is the next video.
Arrested for criminal speed, allegedly. And she got arrested for...
Yeah, criminal speed. Okay, here it is. See, I didn't think I hallucinated this bullshit.
So, you guys, he's getting arrested for criminal speed, allegedly, and she got arrested for not wanting to identify, even though she did give her ID at some point, but for not wanting to identify because she didn't have her seatbelt on.
No, I'm blocked on his channel, Rotten Apple, and the reason I know is because I can leave a comment on his thing, and then I can switch accounts, and my comment vanishes. It's really easy to tell. You can do it easily. So all you do is you go to the comments of him. I can't do it right now while I'm live because it'll fuck up my stream. But, like, I can see this comment right here because I'm in my account right now. But you see how there's 0 replies? Look at nobody's thumbs up, nobody down. I also left, like, see, they locked themselves in the truck. Of course they're going to arrest them. I would have people replying, oh, you're just a cop sucker and, you know, bootlicker, and nobody replies. And if I switch accounts, all you have to do is just, for instance, respond to him here. It'll say 13 replies, and you'll see your reply at the bottom of the list of replies. And then you just go up and switch your account, come back with a different account, click on 13 replies. It'll say 13 replies, but when you count it, you'll be 12 replies, and your reply is missing. That means you're hidden. So, you know, he's happy to hide people on his channel that call him out. But he's going to call out public entities on not being, you know, transparent and stuff like that. Like, he's the biggest fucking hypocrite on earth. And he started blocking me. He hid me. He would even respond to me. It was when he did the whole I'm gonna lean judges, nah, 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 and I called him a fucking I called him a sovereign citizen, and you could tell he was very annoyed at people that called him sovereign citizens in the comments. And that's when I suddenly noticed that I didn't get any replies to my comments anymore from anybody. And that's when I checked. He has hidden me. It's easy to tell. What you talking about, Willis? But anyways, yeah, so no, he's hidden me. It's easy to check. Just switch your account. Leave a comment. If you're suspected you're hidden, leave a comment on anybody's channel and then switch your account. Go check for the comment. It'll be gone if you're hidden. Holy Smalls has became a member? Oh, no, it's already been a member. Cop sucker, best ever. You were killing me. Well, that's what
you can't identify somebody for not having their fucking seatbelt on, you retards. Fucking retards. Reasonable, articulable,
I don't know. Hey, Rotten Apples. Do me a favor then. If you think you're not blocked, tell you what. Go to this video right here. It's the most recent thing he's posted on his channel. And just leave a comment. Just say hi. And I literally will check it real time. Look at 40 minutes ago. If you leave a comment on here, somebody right now in the chat, somebody who doesn't think they're hidden, just go type hi on his most recent video. It's called How to Identify a Dangerous Cop, Anatomy of the Escalator Officer. Do not leave anything disparaging. I am not telling people to brigade him in any way, shape, or form. I literally want to show how this works. Just leave a comment, somebody say hi, and I don't know, you could say Beaver0 sent me if you want, but either way, I'll check this in a minute. Let me know you've done it, and I'll hit newest first, sort by newest. And if you're not hidden, you'll show up right there, right here underneath his pinned comment. And then if you are hidden, you won't show up. So, I mean, Rotten Apples, yeah, go do it, Rotten Apples. Somebody else do it too. Somebody who definitely doesn't think that they're blocked by DirectD. Just say hi, and we'll see who shows up here. Because it's easy to tell if you know what you're doing on YouTube. You can tell if you're blocked. You'll figure it out. So we'll come back to that in a minute.
Suspicion of a crime. Not having a seatbelt on is not a fucking crime, you moronic pieces of shit. reasonable, articulable suspicion of criminal activity.
Yeah, see, Burns 66 says, I've done that with Cholito DeGrifter's channel. He's blocked both of my accounts. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Crime.
Hey, Austin, hey, get him direct. Are you talking about the guy that hides people because he doesn't like transparency, Austin? That's that guy? Oh, yeah, hero.
In Arizona is
That's what we were just talking about. We're proving that people are blocked on his channel because he doesn't like commentary. He doesn't like commentary that doesn't say, D, your dick is so big, I love you. If you don't say that to him, okay, Holy Smalls just posted. You might be blocked, Holy Smalls, though. Have you given him shit before? Sort by newest first. See, right there, look at that. Holy Smalls, 18 seconds ago. Great video, man. See, right there. So, Rotten Apples, you just did it? Your comment is in as pinned? Okay, hold on. It said it had 12 replies before then. Before you did that, it said 12 replies. It still says 12 replies. And in fact, now that I think of it, I think they fixed that because actually one time recently, that's right, I refreshed it and it said less replies. So you used to be able to see like, oh, there'd be like 3 replies and they're all hidden. But like, you're not in there. See? Look at. Here, we'll refresh it.
Okay, but
12 replies. You're not in there. But look if I hit here, newest. Hold on. Let me just do this. See more replies. See? Look at that. 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 11 hours ago, 3 hours ago, nothing. But there's Mr. Andrat from 19 seconds ago. And there's Randy Brown 45 seconds ago. And there's Holy Smalls. But you know who doesn't show up? So, hey, listen. Somebody else do it right now, okay? Listen, watch this. Hi, watch this. So watch this. Newest first. There I am 2 seconds ago. Now, somebody else in my chat, go like Mr. Andrat, you're not blocked. Somebody who's there. Go refresh his video. Hit sort by newest first and see if my comment shows up above your channel. It won't. I'm telling you right now, it will not. He has hidden me because he doesn't actually like transparency. He does not want to be criticized. People who call him out are a threat to his brand. Austin, I don't give a fuck if he works full time. It doesn't change any of this. It doesn't change a single thing. It makes you a sucker to his lies. He doesn't care about transparency, and he doesn't care about anything but the grift. And if he did care about transparency, he wouldn't hide people. I don't give a fuck what you say on my videos. I'll just give you a thumbs up and hit the like button. And Austin, what's his job then, Austin? Huh? What's his job? He used to have a tree trimming business, and he fucking doesn't anymore. He said it himself. So what's his job, Austin? So somebody tell me, hey, he's a full-time grifter, exactly. You want to hear a list of A1 frauders? Does anybody go there? Lifehack Directy. So did somebody go and take a look, see if my comment even shows up? Because it won't. So, you know, there's all that, you know. Who cares about evidence showing that he's a fucking, you know, hider of comments? And oh, God forbid a guy call him out. That's, you know, might hurt his feelings. By the way, Rotten Apples, you're still not in there. See? You're hidden, Rotten Apples. He hid you because you called him out. You can't call him out or he will hide you because it isn't on brand for him. Tree trimming, Austin, his own words. Austin, listen, you little dick sucker, you. He, in his own words, shut down his tree trimming business. In his own words, he, quote unquote, never wants to climb a tree again. So stop eating the fucking apples that he's pitching at you and just accept the fact that he is fucking a YouTuber and he's just a grifter that lies. So, I mean, come on, man. Like, he said all these things. You guys don't, swear to God, you guys don't believe anything. He literally says the stuff he says. He also says he makes tons of money and he needs a public defender because he's indigent. Or indigent? How do you pronounce that? Like here, like fucking, watch. We'll go and take, because where is it here? Let's see here.
Gonna write false things on
Status and of here, I'm just gonna. Few months ago.
Police officers cannot be victims.
Hold on, where is it here?
have an income. I'm at the graces of my friends. I have beneficiaries that support me. It's going to go to the Supreme Court. It's going to go to the Superior Court. I have money and time. I'm not going to just stick around and be on probation or go to jail.
I have money and time. I have money and time. I have money and time.
I drove here and today it was given to me.
Here.
The media company you work for?
12 or 15. I know exactly who he is.
You know who that is?
Yeah, Phil ripped into him.
Yeah?
Yeah, at the Ojos Locos.
Hey, try being an independent media agent. It's so much better than signing for a paycheck from a corporation. I make 5 times as much as you doing this myself, bud.
But he's indigent. He's indigent. He can't afford guys. He can't afford a lawyer. But he makes 5 times what that guy makes.
I thought it was egregious.
Hold on,
Times as much as you doing this myself, bud.
Hold on, we'll let him speak for himself here. It comes quickly.
I don't have income. Be very careful, because I can prove everything that I'm saying.
I thought it was egregious. You could clearly tell the officer was concerned as he was walking back to his car. So while there is a First Amendment right, Mr. Ruff, sometimes when you're placed on probation, you lose your rights. And our courts are clear about that. You lose certain rights, just like when you are locked up in DOC.
Hold on, Austin. He's going to tell you how much money he makes off of your belief in him.
Lose that right to be in public because of the crime that you committed. So this is what I'm going to do, Mr. Ruff. In the case of 2021-048968, that is the case of failure to obey a police officer. You were found guilty of that matter. I'm giving you 90 days of jail. 90 days of jail will be postponed. I'm placing you on probation for 24 months. You are directed to do counseling.
Unless I'm in the wrong spot. But he talks about how he's going to make X many thousands of dollars.
To set up that counseling.
So without much effort on my part... Oh, he's going to make $5,000 off one recording, but he's indigent. Oh, keep believing. Anyways.
Fined by a misdemeanor or a felony. It ain't a misdemeanor or a felony to not have your seatbelt on.
I'm discussing the idea that he thinks he's smart, Austin. It's just like kind of like you, buddy. Hey, listen, you keep believing it. Hey, Austin, nobody can stop you from believing the dream, buddy. Nope, just keep it in your heart. If you keep it in your heart, it'll stay with you forever, I promise. Oh, fuck, that flash is not supposed to be on. The channel names change for the gaming and everything.
A lot of these names are really close.
Yes, YouTube gives you tax statements, but what he did is in that same court case that I just showed, what he clearly did, because he says, I don't have a wife. They said, well, you have a wife and a child. He says, I don't have a wife and a child, and I'm single. So what it is that I can't prove this because I don't have evidence to prove it. So this is opinion, but my opinion based on logical evidence and his own words on stream is that what he's done is because he's even said in the past that they have 2 addresses, and that's how he screws with the police, because he has 2 separate addresses. So he fucks around with who's, like, for instance, his vehicles are registered to his wife. That way, when he gets in trouble, his vehicles don't become part of the conversation. Okay. So the YouTube channel, because they have 2 locations, the YouTube channel is under his wife's name. 100% because he says, I don't own the YouTube channel. Well, because your wife does. Well, that's not my wife. I'm single. He says it in that same court case. Bullshit you are. That's bullshit. So you're not single. You have a wife, and your wife has been, you have a common law, whether they're married or not, a common law wife, it's the same bullshit in the eyes of the law, and she is the owner of the channel. So she will get the tax slip. So he is right when he says, I don't own anything. Yeah, that's true on paper, but in reality, it's bullshit. They know you live together. They know you're a couple. They know that that's your YouTube channel, and you've made claims about how much money you make on your own YouTube channel, as evidence I've just showed right now. He cornered himself. He has all the evidence that needs to be shown to show that he does not need a public defender. And Austin is just believes in him so hard that he's just. Austin goes home and puts yogurt on his face and then pretends that Dee was visiting him, basically, is how I feel. It's because it's like, it's at a level of obsession, you know? Hey, Austin, you know what I love about this? What you're doing is called interaction. I actually get this little thing over here that shows me how fast the chat's moving. And, you know, you're contributing to that. So I don't really care what you type there. And as you can see, everybody can see your comments. It's even right on the screen, even for everybody to read post stream, even because I don't fucking care. I don't care. I'm not fragile like Direct D. I don't hide people who hurt my fifis, you know, sorry. If you're looking for a guy who's going to get his fifis hurt, you're at the wrong place.
These are road pirates at work right here, folks. Oh, there's the supervisor. He's good. He's used to cameras, dude. Stop being a pussy. See, that's the difference between the sheriffs right there. Did you guys notice that? The sheriffs didn't say anything to me, but the piece of shit police officer did. Wow, this looks really bad, you guys.
The picture. He's not nearly as big as that other sheriff in the other video. That Billy Bob or whatever his frickin' name was. Got some angry beavers. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit.
Oh, that's not good.
Inundated.
So the officer just came up and said, nobody's touched anything. There's a long meth straw on the floor or something like that.
Thank dang.
That's probably why they didn't want him to search it.
Sorry, I don't get any control over who gets them. I just did it. So it's all random as far as I know. You're welcome to buy one yourself. I'm kidding.
So is there stuff laying in plain view? Is that what's going on? Huh, Register? You got plain view stuff laying out? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's just showing up on site to, you know, party alongside the call here. But what I want to get to is we're going to get to Direct D's take because it's absolute fetish material. It's hilarious. So hold on. Wait, does the window get smashed yet? Or does anything happen? Come on.
What is a meth straw? I've never heard of it.
They're already out. What's a meth straw? I want to know what this is, too.
It's just a normal straw. So that officer just said that no one's touched anything. There's like a mesh straw laying on the floorboard. Now you guys have every right to go through the fucking vehicle.
Yeah.
I think they had every right to go through the vehicle when they broke a bunch of laws and got arrested. I don't know. I will truthfully say I don't know the rules with regards to that part.
This is a meth straw, though. I've never heard of that.
It's called a chillum. I don't know. Isn't that a crack pipe? Who's screaming? It's the fucking Beaver on screen. Sorry, I can turn it off. I'll turn it way down. You don't get overloaded by Beaver screams. It's a marmot, thank you. Just like, by the way, if anybody's watching and they see this bullshit,
well, that sucks, huh?
I know that that's a platypus. That's the joke, okay? I want you all to know this.
Yeah, they're gonna want to definitely find some shit. So make sure you're paying attention to what they're recording and stuff, so they don't try to say that.
Fuck D, you have the shake of a goddamn.
There's evidence. So they found a straw and said that it was a meth straw.
This guy makes like $100,000 a year, and he can't buy a gimbal. Like, really? Buy a gimbal.
I never actually heard of no shit like that.
I like the Beaver scream. The Beaver scream's good. I'll turn it back up again. I just didn't want to get you guys blasted.
Chit-chat. Hit the like button, you guys. 200 likes with 1,000 people in here.
Called a rose pipe? That's the Chillum, right? We're talking about Shifty-Eyed Shady? Which, by the way, love the topic, love the name. They go right together. Shifty Eyes Shady. You remember the old cartoon that like Slim Shady had on his? It came with like his one record, Curtain Call. You got like that, like Robert Downey Jr. doing drugs and stuff in that cartoon. I can't remember. You know what? Some people out there know what I'm talking about. Some people think I'm not right in the head. Maybe I don't know. Oh shit, that's the wrong button.
Hey man, what's a mess straw?
Beaver Screams Rule. Vegas Baby Girl with her 22-month membership.
Hey, look, my name's Christopher Ruff. We don't want no problems with the sheriffs. Kind of like you guys. The only one we don't like is Frank. So that's why we're out here. We're Apache Junction, you guys.
Where is NANA when I need him? I need to have a shot with him. He doesn't know how to use a gimbal? Oh, God, they're so easy. We saw some of them at the tech show that we went to, me and Team. Team and I, my mom would say, because that's bad grammar. And it's pretty cool. Like, they're only, I say only, I get that for some people, values are different, but like $190, which, okay, that's not like, it's not like McDonald's money or something like that. But, I mean, when you're talking about a device that'll lock on to people and track them, and it'll gimbal and keep it level and steady. And for 100, those things used to be like thousands of dollars, and they're totally obtainable now. And they have software that'll connect with the phone, so you can click on like your child on the beach, for instance, and run along the beach, and it'll actually follow the child as they run along the beach, and it'll even keep track with them as they pass behind people. 100K is indigent. I can't prove he makes 100K, but I'm going to tell you right now. You just go look at his channel. If you go look at his channel, hold on, let's go look at that sexy guy. If you just go to his channel and you look at his channel, let's see here, I'll switch to the different window. If you look, I mean, he's got, he's been a little lower lately, but you 58,000, 139, 39, 34, 53, 66, 84, 57. So, I mean, he's making, you look at, see, this is 8 days. So in 1 week, it's, so let's see, 5, 10, 15. I'm rounding up a little bit with some of these. 15, that's 2, 3, that's 300,000 views. 350,000 views. So in 7 or 8 days, he's gotten 350,000 views. And this is a bit of an off week for him. Well, those 350,000 views are probably worth a few $1,000s, to be honest with you. He gets a lower rate than I probably do, to be honest with you. Here, I'm bringing something up here, 1 second. Because we all get different rates. It depends on your brand safety and stuff like that, and how much you cost. Like how much you're able. That's not the right fucking channel, is it? Sometimes he's actually fucking hard to find on here for some reason, and I don't know why. Okay, what if I do direct_D? Yeah, there he is. No thanks, I don't need to join. All right, so if you look here, I mean, okay, and this thing can be wildly inaccurate, but the rule of thumb is for a lot of people, it depends on the channel, but the rule of thumb with Social Blade is you can probably take what they earn and cut it in half. Now, there are anomalies to this. I think I make more than it tells I can on the upper end based on my views, but that's because of your super chats and your donations and stuff like that. So but mine says like 3,000 or 4,000. So, but as you can see, his says he makes anywhere from 11.7 to 187,000. So, I mean, quick math says he's making probably $90,000 to $100,000. And which is why I estimate that's what he's making based on real world figures. I mean, if you look, he gets 250,000 views some days, There's 100,000. 73. But I mean, his weekly average is 750,000 views. Well, 1 million views could make some channels 10,000, other channels 2,000. So depending on how that works, let's just assume he's on the lower end of, you know, so let's say he makes about $2,000 off that maybe. But that's a week. So where's my calculator? I just pressed the calculator button and I didn't get a calculator. So let's see here. So you got 2 times 52 weeks in a year. So yeah, that's easy math. 104,000. So even if you mathed it like that and you said that you did just rough estimates on my part, that would leave me to 104,000 a year. Even if he made only $2,000 off that 750,000 views. So no, he doesn't have sponsors, Mike. Nobody wants to sponsor these channels. They just get ad rev from YouTube views and stuff, and well, and memberships and whatever else. But these channels don't get sponsorships because they're not Brad friendly. He also makes, for instance, like I can't remember. It's my RPM is actually higher than a lot of channels. So that's real revenue per 1,000 views. My real revenue per 1,000 views is actually higher than a lot of channels because I guess YouTube can run nicer ads on my channel than some channels. So because, you know, Disney or something might not be afraid of maybe, I don't think Disney's running ads on my channel, but let's pretend Disney wanted to run an ad on my channel. My channel was deemed safe enough for the advertisers for Disney to run their new movie on my channel. Well, I'll get paid a lot more money from Disney than, you know, DirectD will from like, you know, a Republican TV ad or, you know, like this sweet buck knife that this company sells down in the bayou. You know what I mean? Like there's ads of all different values. Like when you sign up for an ad rev thing and you're trying to like sell something through ads, they ask you like, what do you want to spend? And if you don't want to spend as much money, then you'll still get put on channels. You just get put on shitty channels. So, and shitty is contextual. Like this isn't a shitty channel based on numbers, but it's a shitty channel based on the ability for like Dove to put a soap ad on there and have people not associate Dove with the content they then witness. So to give you guys one more little bit of context on that, over to pay from my NASA debit card and how you're NASA. Now you're a paid NASA shill. Perfect. So to give you one last example is that like, oh, I lost my train of thought. Anyways, suffice to say that ads are worth different amounts depending on whose channel they're on and what the channel's worth in advertising to those people. To like that's what it was. Okay. The last statistic I'll give you, YouTube did a study a while ago. So they have a thing when we upload our videos, it says like when we rate our own videos for whether there's swears in them and stuff like that and how much swearing. Basically the top one that says, yes, some profanity, censored, stuff like that, you know, occasional use of F words. It says not in the first 30 seconds of the video. And so what that is YouTube had done a study a while back. And what they figured out is they asked people, the question of the study was essentially, do you strongly associate or strongly disassociate, you know, one of those scale things, the ad that comes after, like the ad that comes before a video on YouTube, do you associate them as basically endorsing the content of that video? And believe it or not, the majority of the people said yes, that meant to them that the advertiser at the beginning of the video was actually endorsing the content that followed the advertisement. When YouTube discovered that, they changed everything about how ads are distributed, because what that meant is if they put a Dove ad in front of DirectD's content and some family that doesn't want DirectD's content then tunes in and gets a Dove ad, followed by DirectD F-bombing 15 times in a row, Dove might not be happy about that. And the people that watch it strongly associate the two together. So now next thing you know, you have people writing Dove and saying, I don't like the kind of content that you're posting this Chili. He's rare. He's a rare. It's like a Pokemon.
I swear to Jesus, when I subpoena your information and I find out who you are, I'm gonna dox you.
I can't read that. Who subscribed? What word was that? Fuck. I'll have to look on my thing here and see if I can spot it. But anyways, so That's a rare one. That's like a Pokemon that pops up. But anyway, so basically the last thing Dove needs, or the last thing YouTube needs, is you to suddenly contact Dove, or there to be some sort of Twitter campaign like, look at the bullshit that's being posted after your Dove ad. And then Dove goes, holy shit, they contact YouTube and they go, what the hell, YouTube? We don't want our Dove content being put in front of 15 F-bombs. And YouTube goes, womp womp. Next thing you know, you get another adpocalypse where the advertisers pull all their revenue from YouTube, and the revenue on YouTube drops and it causes problems, right? People want to make money. So that's what YouTube's afraid of. So they institute this situation where everybody has, like, just because a video is monetized, it's not like monetized, unmonetized. It's not like a gray, like a line where it's black and white. It's like there's like a whole range of, like, this is all monetizable, but like PewDiePie might be all the way up here where he gets all the top end ads that are worth a lot of money, and like DirectD, if he's monetized, will probably be back here on the line, because a lot of those guys' content isn't monetized. And I know because I can't monetize DirectD when I play his content, because YouTube hears all of those swears and goes, brr, whatever. So the water's above and the water's below. It's like an incantation. You just got to believe, buddy. You just got to believe. Hey, just believe, okay? Believe. Quick question for you. Something I like to ask flat earthers. If there's a ocean, let's say the Atlantic, okay? And we have telephones, so we can phone people, okay? So if you pick up a phone and you call somebody on the other side of the Atlantic and you say, hey, my water level is high right now because the tide's in. What's your water level like? And he goes, my water level's low because the tide is out. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so there's a high tide and a low tide. Great. Awesome. Answer me this. If both people can phone each other on each coast and they can confirm to each other that the water is low on one side and high on the other, how does the water get low on the other side without there being a curve somewhere along the way? Because on one side of the same body of water, we know because we can take a boat across it, the water level's high. And on the other side, the water level's low. And how the fuck does that happen without a boat having to drop off of a lock somewhere across the ocean? So, you know, chew on that one a little bit. Oh, it's a dynamic system, he'll say. That's what they love to say. It's a dynamic system. Nobody has the answers for these mystical things. Anyways, they don't answer that question. They don't like that one, by the way. So anyway, I've been talking too much, so.
Just tell him you want a lawyer and you have nothing to say.
Flat Earth is like a seesaw, silly.
Figure out what keys.
Oh, Austin.
Fucking right hand is frozen.
And yet you guys don't run the world at all. I know.
So can we get a display of what a mess straw looks like? Excuse
I don't
me.
know. Let's look up a meth straw. Now I'm curious. We're all going to find out together.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew I heard you say this is supposed to be a meth straw.
Sounds like an
Meth straw, everybody.
uneducated individual's presumption of what something is.
I don't know. It's apparently a straw you use to take meth, I guess. I am uneducated in the topic. I will promise you that. Hey, Austin might know, though. Austin, is that a meth straw? What does that look like, buddy? I'm just glad everyone is finally waking up. Oh, fuck. Hey, Austin, stop. I'm going to pee myself, buddy. We've been waking up. Hey, why don't you go to the trend? Why don't you go to Google Trends and type in flat Earth to see how waking up people are? Oh, my God. It's funny.
I'm out of here, though.
I'm out of here, bro.
Have a good day, man. Well, there's that, folks.
Okay, hold on. Wait, somebody come up with let's compare flat Earth to something like maybe like bot flies. Yeah, let's compare flat Earth to bot flies as a Oh, it's a little higher than bot flies. Hold on, I'll get you. I don't have a graphic up for this. It's Gastrophilus? The fuck is that? An insect? Sure. Oh, it's a little higher. Okay, I'll admit that flat Earth has higher search than bot flies. Okay, what about horse bot fly? Oh, we're catching up to flat Earth a little. Oh, it's fun.
So what you guys just witnessed right now is some of my subscribers called me on Facebook.
Oh, hey, Austin, you were doing it wrong anyways. Listen, there's no need to get mad at people that say the Earth is flat. They're not a threat to you at all because they think the Earth is flat. Clearly, they're not going to succeed at much, and it's just like one less person to compete with in society, really. So, I mean, I love it when I meet flat earthers. I just think, God, I'm so happy you took yourself out of the running, you know, like.
And told me that they got pulled over, so I came. They both got arrested. What the fuck? Wow. Oh, I can't feel the button.
Okay, so this is all very entertaining, I guess. So he'll sit here and talk now. Oh, yeah.
They said that the passenger didn't have her seatbelt.
Yes, here we go. Okay, I looked this up, and Direct D is a fucking idiot, okay?
So, arrested for criminal speed, and then...
Hold on, I'm just going to get this window out so I can actually look it up, because I had the Arizona law on my screen the other day. I just got to look it up when he says the number again.
And they said that the passenger didn't have her seatbelt on, and refused to identify, and then she gave her license anyway later. She gave her ID to the cop, but they fucking arrested her for failing to identify. And the ARS that the cop quoted is for a driver. If a driver gets pulled over, they're required to produce identification. That's what the ARS that the cop quoted was.
Okay, so this is Direct D's legal skills at test, Austin, just so you know here.
But she's sitting in the passenger seat. What?
What? What, guys? The ARS they quoted was just for the driver because I'm a legal genius. Except he's fucking wrong because he's an idiot. So, okay, because, you know, flat earthers, much like, oh, apparently I can't zoom that to a really reasonable level, so we're going to have to just deal with this. So, oh, this sucks. Why can't can I not miniaturize that and get that in screen a bit better? Surely there's got to be a way. Nope, that just made it worse. Okay, well, I guess I'll just read it to you, and you can look it up. So it is, does it not even show up at the top? See, these Arizona code pages are literally like somebody typed it into the oldest repository. They're literally just like a page with this on it. So like it actually, I wonder if there's a way I can get that up there. None of this is working. Okay, so let's just not. So the ARS, if you want to look it up together, you can write this down. Hey, Austin, if you don't believe me, you can write the ARS down, look it up yourself. So it is ARS 28-1595. Failure to stop or provide driver's license or evidence of identity, violation, classification, blah, blah, blah. So Part A. Now, this is a common flat earth auditor thing. They don't like to read past the Part A's and Part B's. And then, you know, you get to the C's where it kind of tells you you're fucking wrong. And, we don't want to read that Part C there. We're just, So let's just read the law, okay? So Part A. The operator of a motor vehicle. Now, this is Arizona, so you can actually, by the way, if you want to write this down. If you're ready, get a pen, write this down. You can go directly to it, okay? So it's azleg.gov, so like .gov, so AZ, like Arizona, LEG, that's probably legal, so azleg.gov /ARS//01595.htm. If you type that in, it'll take you right to this page, okay? So Part A, the operator of a motor vehicle who's knowingly fails to or refuses to bring the operator's motor vehicle to a stop after being given a visual or audible signal or instructed by a peace officer or a duly authorized agent of a traffic enforcement agency is guilty of a Class 2 misdemeanor. Part B. After stopping, as required by subsection A of this section, the operator of a motor vehicle who fails or refuses to exhibit the operator's driver's license as required by section 28-3169, or a driver who is not licensed and who fails Oh, no, okay, so no, it's part B. I thought it was part C. So there. Or a driver, oh no, this is, no, it is part C. No, I'm wrong, okay, so disregard that. Or a driver who is not licensed and who fails or refuses to provide evidence of the driver's identity on request is guilty of a Class 2 misdemeanor. The evidence of identity that is presented shall contain all the following information: driver's license name, driver's date of birth, driver's residence address, a brief physical description of the driver's signature. Part C, the part that, you know, Direct D doesn't wants to pretend doesn't exist, because remember, what do you mean he cited the part C? A person other than the driver of a motor vehicle who fails or refuses to provide evidence of the person's identity to a peace officer or a duly authorized agent of a traffic enforcement agency on request when such officer or agent has reasonable cause to believe the person has committed a violation of this title is guilty of a Class 2 misdemeanor. Who fails or refuses to provide evidence of the person's identity. So basically, if they believe you've committed some sort of infraction and they demand your license, it doesn't fucking matter if you're the driver. And I'm sorry to tell you, Direct D, it is the same ARS number as the one that they cited because it's Part C, you dumbass. Now, Austin, I hate to tell you, buddy, but you know, it's things like that that got me hidden on his channel because, you wouldn't want people to point out that you're dumb, would you? Oh my God. May give sign instructions required to subsection A, section by hand, emergency light, voice, whistle, or siren. But anyways, yeah. So, and then apparently there is a subsection E here, which Direct D likes to use a lot, where it says that you're actually not guilty of Part B if you provide all of the information required, basically, for them to properly check your identification. So you aren't guilty of not presenting ID if you, like, properly give your actual information, basically, is what it says here. I mean, that's the way I interpret it. Legible driver's license or an authorized duplicate of... Oh, so actually, I might even be wrong on that. You're technically supposed to have a duplicate, like a photocopy. So anyways, there's that. Imagine being dumb enough to think there's an edge. We still talking? Imagine being dumb enough to think we fucking care, Austin. Oh my God. Austin, you're a very pretty butterfly, Austin. Don't worry. We all know, okay? Don't worry. Everybody tell Austin he's special in the comments. Just, the guy is feeling lonely. Just tell Austin he is an amazing, amazing scientist. Just everybody, honestly, do me a favor. Say, Austin, you are the man. Just type that in the chat. I'll start here. Look at, you know what? I'll even add him. Make him feel real good. At Austin, you are honestly one of the best humans that ever lived. Please, can I have your babies? There. Everybody, join in. Tell Austin how much we love Austin and how we just want his genetics all up in us, because goddamn, you know. Anyways, let's move past Direct D, his initial video, into his interpretation of body cam footage.
All right, I got a glass.
Who's triggered an ego? Oh God, Austin, you're actually kind of like just gratingly annoying because you think you matter, but it's fun. But hey, listen, all the comments, I love it.
Hey, I have a what? I'm thinking be ready to stop traffic if they end up not being able to talk down. One call for a third party with a camera showed us.
Can you just have him
stop traffic?
What?
I was gonna have him stop traffic.
I mean, he can record all he wants.
All right, we're gonna jump into Direct D talking here.
Pinal County, or maybe it was part of Maricopa County, I'm not sure, but the Apache Junction police were the ones conducting the traffic stop that I showed up to, and I live streamed them arrest a man and a woman that were driving a truck. This is the body cam footage of Christopher Sabo that showed up while...
Hey, listen, Austin is bringing a lot of joy to the room. I can't get mad at a guy that is bringing this much fun and just brevity to the situation, you know?
She was on the phone with me long before I ever actually showed up. Now, they're trying to say that our presence there escalated the situation. And by they, I mean the police, obviously, are trying to say that. And even in court, they have alleged these claims that our presence instigated the situation somehow. Now, I'm going to show you very clearly in this video that that is actually not true and, in fact, a lie. This officer that showed up had escalation and violence on his mind.
It's all part of their LARPing. It's all fun.
Moment that he showed up, and I pause it and show you throughout the video periodically.
But okay, so this plays like a direct D playback where it's like, look, see the little smirk in the corner, see the smirk? That son of a bitch was planning this. It's like, it's almost delusional.
Indicators that prove he was looking for every opportunity to escalate this situation. Now, after their arrest, they contacted me again, and I met them later on after they had received their discovery information, and they got a flash drive that was supposed to contain all the body cam footage from the incident. Now, they are a little bit older and don't understand zip files and all that on a flash drive, so they asked
I'm
me
assuming that the IQ is related to the teeth number, so that's probably part of the problem here, I would assume.
to help them. I picked up the flash drive, brought it home, opened the file, and discovered to
real life LARPing
that there are missing body cams, incomplete body cams, and you know, a lot of problems with.
Hey Susie Y, I saw you up there
which
recently.
leads me to believe that a couple things might have happened. The officers failed to upload their complete body cams. They didn't upload them at all. The people responsible for redacting and editing the body cams actually edited things out. The prosecutor's office either submitted them like that intentionally or unknowingly, who knows. But the problem is that these people's lawyer gave them these files just how I got them, incomplete with missing files, which means they didn't look over anything before they gave it to their clients, which means the lawyers are not doing their jobs. It's a big problem. Big problem with Arizona lawyers, I'm noticing.
He's still salty. Sorry, it's like, holy shit. Fucking salt shakers just hanging above him. That's so funny.
Then they go.
He should start complaining about his flashlight next. That'll be the next thing. They still haven't given me back my flashlight.
Court, and they're given evidence to defend themselves, and they've tried to set a trial out for, you know, it's coming up here on the 8th, I believe. They have incomplete files, and their lawyers are absolutely not doing anything to help their client's defense. And I've pointed all these things out to the lawyers themselves.
Are you taking off? Are you just Dark Connect? You taking off? I don't know. Maybe I'm misreading that. If you're taking off, have a good night, man.
I sent an email to the Apache Junction chief of police and explained everything, that there was missing files. I also told him that one of his officers decided to lick something that he believed to be a meth straw using his mouth to determine whether or not
Austin, stop! I'm gonna piss myself.
There were no drugs. Here I'm going to show you some files, and this is exactly what was on the flash drive. And there's an officer that's not even named on there, and his whole body cam footage is missing. And then the other officer, Hatch.
It's because it probably was non-pertinent. They're not required to give you B-roll footage there, D. Like they're not going to send you a bunch of non-pertinent data. And not only that, like other tertiary and like officers that showed up later, they might not even have engaged their body cam because there's no necessity to. It's like I think he got 3. We'll see in a minute. He shows a screen, but I think he got 3 different officers' body cam footage. Yeah, the 3 primary officers involved. It's just. But wait till we get into it. He starts breaking down. Sorry, I burped. He starts breaking down like the things he sees wrong here, and they're absolutely delusional. I showed my wife, and like she's not even into this content. She's like, this is crazy. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking crazy.
To determine whether or not there were drugs. There were no drugs. Here I'm going to show you some files, and this is exactly what was on the flash drive. And there's an officer that's not even named on there, and his whole body cam footage is missing. And then the other officer, Hatch, that is the one that conducted the traffic stop. The
Oh,
only
wait, Austin. Wait, why do we have so many Austins in the planet? Listen, the best thing was when they got Nathan Thompson to wear a duck suit and and fold toilet paper. Oh God, Flat Earth has just been clown material for years.
only portion of his body cam video that's on the flash drive is from when he's at the jail. From when he pulled him over, all the stuff that happened that you're about to see is not on his body cam footage that's in the file. Take a look, watch it, tell me in the comments what you think, hit the like button, and, you know, send your own email to the Apache Junction Police Department chief, maybe, you know, the prosecutor's office, redress your grievances with your government if you feel like it. I would
here.
caution you on being aggressive, angry, or violent. That doesn't accomplish anything, and you're not going to help anybody.
I want to show everybody Bass here's image, okay? I want you to see what this is, okay? I love it, by the way. Bass, I'm showing your image again, okay? This is Bass here, who just donated $4.99 American. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the donation, buddy. Super sticker. He gave me a Shiba Inu. Sleepy Shiba Inu, it looks like. But this is Bass here's image, and I want you to see. It's like Bass. See how it's like Bass here? Like, it's like he's answering the phone at the office. Like, Bass here. Like, get it? Like, I think it's genius. Like, he's sitting at a little desk and everything. And you're only going to notice that if you zoom in on his picture and you actually really look at it. But I think it's next level genius, okay? That's what I want you to know.
Anybody doing that? If you are
thank you, Bass here, for the donation. I really appreciate it.
going to redress your grievances, do it peacefully. Here is everything that was on the flash drive that was given to the people that were pulled over in the video that you're about to see. As you can see, there are missing and incomplete files, and that is a
fuck. Oh, wait, look at he gets how many different officers? Look, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different officers' body cam footage. And then, hold on, missing file, Chandler register? I don't know. So you're missing, well, who's Chandler? Maybe, is he a primary officer? Was he like the 5th guy to show up, or 7th guy or something?
problem for a criminal case. Let's watch the video.
He has an aquarium of people. Yes, I did notice the aquarium of people too. It's funny. Bass here, you can hear him answering the phone when you see the name, right? So.
So
okay,
he shows up
listen.
with the knowledge someone's going to jail and preps his vehicle for transport.
Okay, so this starts fast and furious. Okay, so the officer showed up to assist other officers in extracting human beings from a vehicle that has broken the law and refuses to comply. Somebody's getting fucking arrested, okay? So, like, this isn't aggressive. It's called normal. Like, it's just... I mean, it's like... Okay, so, guys... The officer's being aggressive already because he prepared his vehicle for a jabroni. All right.
You're not attending today, are you? No. Eddie was going to turn around in a second. I thought he was here already. He called it out. I think he got stuck on that side of the barricade. I'll bump through him, 97.
I don't know if they have weapons. They won't answer. They have weapons. So.
All right. So they won't answer whether or not they even have weapons. So right now the police don't know if they have weapons or not. They won't ID. They won't answer. And apparently they got pulled over for criminal speed. Okay? Which, whatever. I don't say, you know, whether you agree or don't agree. I mean, criminal speed usually means you're doing... Well, I know in kilometers it's like 55 over or something like that, which is quite fast. I think in miles, I don't know what you guys, somebody set up there 25 miles over or something like that. That's probably about right. 25 to 30 miles an hour would probably be about the same. So yeah, that would make sense if that's criminal speed in the States as well.
Doors locked? Yep. All right, I've got a glass break.
Corporal Sabro proudly announces he has a glass break and is ready to escalate the situation.
Okay. So, like, the situation was escalated already when they didn't get out and comply. So, like, the glass breaking, like, It's like when another HVAC guy shows up and we're about to pull a motor, and I look at him and I say, well, I already got my motor puller here. Like, don't worry about going to get yours because I have one. Yeah, it's called communication. It's what we do when we're working places, you know, people with jobs and people that like have, you know, actual responsibilities, you know, tools, you know, things like that. Well, Shifty Eye Shady, we're not really a flat earth, anti-flat earth channel anymore. I mean, I still think it's dumb, but that's whatever. It's not my ball game to criticize. Like, you know, you go over to MCs or FTFEs and stuff, you'll get a little bit more heat, obviously, because they're kind of into the subject, but we don't really talk about flat earth over here very much. I mean, we're aware of it, but it's just kind of clown shoes to me. No offense. So, like, truthfully, I wanted to hang myself while I was covering flat earth because I thought it was so stupid. So, you know, there's that.
I know, me too. That's on their own, though.
In November 2017.
The people in the truck called 911 due to the initial officer's behavior, and the Pinal County Sheriff's Office is on their way.
Yeah, good for them.
Okay. But that's actually normal. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know the way it works there. I don't work for these police forces. I don't live in that area. But typically speaking, I know in America especially that you have a lot of like highway forces and stuff. Like you'll have like a town police force or city, whatever, and then literally there's a highway that goes right through the middle, and apparently they don't have jurisdiction on the highway. So you get a lot of situations where like that police force isn't even allowed to stop traffic because it's a state highway, let's say. So then they need to call the state troopers because they're a municipal force and this is a state highway. So I mean, it's I don't find offense at all. Yeah, we can all get along. But that's the thing about this. So he's making a big deal of, oh, they're calling another police agency to come down and stuff like that. You know, he touches on that again soon. So November 2017, when Austin became really openly gullible. It's when he came out of the closet and told all his friends that he was missing brain cells. You guys should go see that bendy laser that really screwed Brad Vlad up real hard. Well, something's wrong with that laser. Fucking Jesus.
Pinal County ain't gonna put up with anything, so.
I'm pretty sure she just yelled something along the lines of, sorry, I got a text from something. I think they, oh, okay. Well, at least that's not a call I was doing. Just seeing if it was like a warranty thing or something. Yeah. So where was I? Because I got distracted by that. Yeah. So he's got to go around and talk to them. Okay.
And they're both aware that they're
To brain injury. That was the day he got checked. He got hit really hard on the football field. He'll never forget the day. That was the day everything went all 6s and 7s on him. Hey, 6s and 7s was him trying to count fingers, you know. The 7.9 inches of curvature. Hey, listen, Austin, you wish you had 7.9 inches of curvature. Triggered. Yeah, fucking. It's like the biggest part of the joke is how you think you matter. Holy shit. Okay, so he pulls out pepper spray in a further attempt to escalate the situation instead of trying to communicate. These people are not being threatening or combative. They just have completely not followed any of the laws and are refusing to get out after being charged with criminal speed. So, you know, there's just they didn't hurt nobody. They didn't break no rules. They're in fear and have called 911. Well, listen, just like I said in the description of my live stream, when you are scared, when a dog is scared of everything around it, it's like What is it? Sorry. All right, what did I fucking say in my live stream? Now I don't even know what I fucking said. Okay, well, that's the ADHD running hard. What did I type? What did I type, goddammit? Remember, to a scared dog, everything is a threat. Direct D is either that, a scared dog, or it's an act. You decide, which is the truth. So these people are all just scared dogs. They're all afraid.
And tries to escalate.
I have a triggering laugh. I do. I have a very triggering laugh. I mean, if I'm drunk and I'm laughing a lot, my wife finds it kind of triggering. But it's not because I'm an angry drunk. It's because I'm a super happy drunk, and it's like almost annoyingly so. Because I'm just like, oh, I'm your best friend if I'm drunk. Oh my God, we are friends forever. Team gets all sappy. Team's like, I love you, man. I want to be you and me. You and me, we're going to take on the world. Fuck that asshole. He'll call somebody out. Love you, team. He knows I love him. It's just, but it's funny. We all got our behaviors, you know, like, oh my God.
Escalate the situation by pulling out pepper spray and showing it to another officer instead of using his words to de-escalate the situation.
There's no words left at this point. He's showing him he has the tools to make shit happen.
These people called 911 because they were in fear of these officers, and it's showing why.
All of these people that call 911 when they're surrounded by police, and the fucking people on the other line are like, I'm not sure what you want me to do about this. I swear to God, they're trying to hurt me.
I don't know what that sticker is, do you? Which one? The 22?
So, by the way, everything that's happened so far is pretty normal procedural things, and everything has been apparently just like absolute aggression. The police are horrible human beings. God forbid that other officer show up and prepare his vehicle to take a prisoner. Oh, the agony of it all. Oh. Hey, if you haven't hit that like button, do me a favor, hit that like button. Hey, Austin, hey, listen, I'll make it if you hit the dislike button. It's okay. We'll still be friends. I think you're a cool guy, and I will still think about you fondly. Even if you hit the dislike button, we're okay. I'm gonna be okay, buddy. What the fuck happened to my audio, though? Oh, that's not on me.
Hey, I have a, what?
Now this officer's supervisor has shown up, and he again mentions his glass break in an attempt to escalate the situation to violence.
Other interpretation could be that the supervisor now showed up, and the officer with the glass break indicates to the supervisor that, don't worry, you don't need to grab a glass break, because when it comes time to pull these motherfuckers out of here, we'll just do it with this one. And, you know, between you and me, is he looking forward to breaking the glass? Maybe. So? I mean, if he walked up to your window and broke it for no reason, then you might have an argument to be made. But, like, since your ass is about to get dragged out of a car, I don't really see an issue. But, you know, it's your problem, I guess, you know?
Hello? Are you Charles? You got any weapons in there? It is, okay? My name's, listen, my name's Sergeant. Listen, I'm going to explain a couple things. You asked.
Austin's in here saying, imagine being obsessed with how much money another man makes. But meanwhile, he's been here for like the better part of an hour plus hanging out with a guy he apparently doesn't like. Austin, are you in love with me? I'll kiss you. It's okay. We can kiss. You want to kiss here? I got some fucking lipstick. We can kiss. Fuck. You want to kiss me? You want to kiss me? It's okay if you want to kiss me. I know. Sexy. Sexy Beaver. Especially with that. Look good, eh? Oh, fucking Austin, what? I never said I don't like you. Oh, okay. Well, now I feel like the asshole. It's fucking...
You asked for a sergeant, right?
Yeah, Pants gave me a kiss. Hey, thanks, Pants. Back at you, Pants. I like Pants.
Is that correct? Okay. My name's Sergeant McGuire with the Beaver.
I told you I didn't get rid of that makeup. I made promises. I was gonna do a Twisted Sister scream. I just haven't done it because I'm an asshole.
Okay, that's fine. I'm talking to you.
This pink is not coming off as easy as I was hoping.
I'm thinking be ready to stop traffic if they end up not being able to be talked out.
Finding no traction with his own police department, he now reaches out to another department in an attempt to escalate the situation by shutting down traffic.
Pull up a real picture of
Stop
space.
traffic so we don't tumble underneath somebody.
Dude, I'm not. Listen. You're at the wrong channel. I'm just gonna be honest. You really are. I don't care for the antics. I really don't. I meant it. I wasn't even being. It wasn't an act. Fucking press that button like 4 times. It wasn't an act. I really was really unhappy with covering Flat Earth because I just think it's stupid. Austin, I literally am the person that holds MC Toon's $10,000 reward for people who prove the Earth is flat, and nobody's proven it. So why don't you go win that $10,000? It's 10x what you're offering, and it's easy money. It's literally sitting in an account that I hold the keys to as the escrow agent. So somebody just has to win the prize, submit to it. Even has in the terms of the agreement of the thing that MC Toon throws that basically we're not the ones who decide. It'll be a third-party arbiter that decides, and basically you can win $10,000 of Bitcoin. It's sitting right there in an account I have the password to. And MC Toon is, shit, I have the escrow agreement sit up on my wall right there that says how it's paid out and everything. So, I just don't have time to deal with your antics. Honestly, it's. Just to hear exactly, Mr. Andra. I don't got time. I don't got time for that. Hey, to the people watching. Oh God, Kraken, motherfucker.
Okay, all right. Well, ma'am, so I'm trying to talk to you because you guys asked me. So I'm trying to explain these things to you, okay? Okay, okay. Yeah, but if you are in violation of, I hope
I need to get some Coronas is what I need to do.
Arizona revised statutes, okay? If he's telling you that you're under arrest, okay, you have.
So wait, I think we were talking through the last one, but hold on, is this the one where he talks about the vehicle rolling up?
Finding no traction with his own police department, he now reaches out to another.
Okay, so there it is. He's reaching out to another department to get them to there. This is the one I'm looking for here.
It's Charles, right?
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna put my truck here.
Okay, right here. This is awesome. So the people in the truck have made no attempt to flee, but these officers are about to move a vehicle in front of their truck to prevent them from leaving. This can also be viewed as a form of intimidation. Or it can be viewed as there's 2 people in a vehicle who refuse to get out, and they refuse to ID, plus they won't tell whether or not they have weapons. And it's like, so like a logical person would sit back and think, like, what are the options they have at their disposal? So they can either get out of the vehicle either willingly, they can get out by force, or they're going to try to flee. They only have 3 options. And like, what do they think is going to happen? Like the police are just going to be like, you know what? We've been here for like an hour. Fucking dinner time, eh? Like it's hot dog night, like I got to get going, guys. Oh, you know what? Everybody, they're right because they decided to keep their windows rolled up and peer through us through a crack. So you know what? Just let them go. Yeah, hey guys, it was nice chatting with you. A little roadside shindig, but you could just carry on your way, because that makes sense. So there's not a lot of options for these people. So the thing is, if you're not going to get the hell out of your vehicle, then you're obviously considering other options. So one of the options is fleeing, and yeah, they haven't like. It's the stupidest statement I've ever heard in my life. Like, how many people that take off from the police indicate to the police? Like, do they put out a sign like, I'm about to fucking flee? Like, it's like, no, they just put it in drive and drive away. Well, guess what you can't do if there's a truck parked in front of you? You can't drive away. this is all normal procedure shit, and Austin's hero, Direct D, thinks, I'm still not convinced he's not trolling. But he, you know, he believes that this is a form of intimidation. I believe it's a form of police work, and it's common because you see it all the time. Scary. See? Scared dog. Scary, scary, scary. Bark, bark, bark. Angry. I'm scared. Everything's intimidating when you're terrified. This is Arizona, yeah. The people in the car are waiting for the mothership? Hey, careful, careful. Austin and Shifty Eyes here. They don't believe in space, so... That mothership better be coming from fucking Area 51, driven by a human.
Nah, we don't want to push the issue. Need room to maneuver.
Listen to
I
me,
support
ma'am.
this channel.
I don't,
Well, whatever.
That is not my intention to do any of that.
Which channel? His channel or my channel? I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just curious.
Listen. Okay, but I understand that, okay? But right now, you've been informed that you're under arrest by not exiting the vehicle and resisting.
How did they
arrest.
violate the
Arresting
amendment
you or
here?
resisting.
Tell me.
Okay, so listen to me. I'm not looking to make this difficult for you guys, but my officer advised both of you are under arrest. Okay? So right now, you guys are under arrest. So
This isn't an unreasonable... Hey, Shifty Eyes. This is not an unreasonable search and seizure. They were pulled over for criminal speeding, which means they were going way faster than the speed limit. That's a crime. That is an infraction. That is not you see what I mean? Like that's not unreasonable search and seizure. They got pulled over. They didn't even get searched. Like, here's how I would have handled the situation. I would have pulled my ass over. I would have given the officer the information he needed, and then I would have made up a fucking white lie. I would have said, "Oh, you know, officer, I'm sorry I was going so fast, but like I am about to shit myself, literally. I'm pressing these cheeks together and shit's about to squirt." And like, if you play it up, he probably just give you a little basic ticket, you know, here's your little like fucking slow it down, here's your like major ticket, but not really like gonna lose your license over it. And then you go on your way and you just eat the dog shit that you ate for breaking the rules. It's just what happens. But instead, you play the whole sov sit, I'm not going to roll down my windows, fuck you, cop, fuck you, cop. And it is where you get dragged out of the car, you get charged with a bunch of other shit. It's just not worth it. On that note, actually, that reminds me, I have like under 2 weeks to pay my speeding ticket. That I got talked down by $500. No, I was not going that fast. We have some fucked up rules here. The fines we pay in Canada make American fines look like an absolute joke. In the States, they're like, how am I going to pay this $58 fine? I'm like, $58? Do you want to trade? Holy shit. I got $650 fine for going 22 kilometers over in a construction zone. I didn't know I was in a construction zone, but doesn't matter. 22 kilometers over. That is like 12 miles an hour over the speed limit, and it's $650 fucking dollars because I was on a construction zone, double fine, so it just starts stacking up. So it's like $350 times 2. So, but I talked to a justice of the peace, smooched her fucking ass for a few minutes on the phone, pleaded my case, and she believed me. Because my argument was, yeah, that's great that it's a construction zone now, but it's been an 80 zone forever. And then they just prop a sign up at the beginning. They don't put any construction on it. There's no pylons. There's no evidence of construction. And that's it. It's a construction zone now. Now we can double ticket everybody. And she agreed with me when she saw the photo radar ticket. She's like, there's no pylons. There's no workers. There's no evidence of a construction zone. I'm going to wipe $500 off this ticket. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus. I'm not religious, but damn, I prayed that day.
Charles, listen to me, okay? Right now, the easiest thing for everybody...
Man, I would kill to have American fines. American road fines are literally a joke in what they cost compared to what we pay for road fines. Like, an absolute joke. I almost laugh at them when I see the signs. It's like we pass a sign, it's like, oh shit, if you go this fast, you could get a $58 fine. I'm like, ha! That's not even a disincentive.
Exit the vehicle. I can explain a lot more to you.
69
but I
likes,
feel
the
very
best
safe
number of
because
likes.
I don't know what's going on inside the car. But you are under arrest.
Hey, I've seen your photo radar system, Mr. Andret. They'll literally park a vehicle near a stop sign and they'll zoom in on your tires and they watch. I've seen it in Alberta. They'll watch your tires turn at the stop sign, and if your tire doesn't stop turning, you get a running stop sign ticket. I've seen it, and they send you a little video file. Here's a little MP4 of your vehicle rolling through the intersection, and damn it, those rims almost stop. But if they don't fully stop, the AI software will go, nope, that rim kept moving. So you can't do any of that like slow stop, false stop, totally pause bullshit. You have to stop those tires at that stop sign.
But just exit the vehicle.
It's like a $300 fine too. Yeah, there. In fact, a seatbelt fine is $250. Like,
I need to explain to you, but I need to do it outside of the vehicle because you guys are under arrest. You guys are already under arrest.
if they catch you texting and driving here, they will possibly impound your car. If they catch you drag racing here, they will crush your car, depending on the province you're in. They will literally crush the fucker. They'll give you a ticket to the show even so you can watch your car get crushed. They do not resell it, they will crush it. Like, it's to make a point. Like, they literally will crush your car and let you watch it happen.
That is happening. So, there are other factors that we can talk about as far as I can explain everything to you as far as what you get the ticket for and everything else, but you are under arrest. Well, you're going to get the criminal.
Holy shit, we just got to fast forward to D's because, I mean, it's all... Oh, yeah, D just showed up. Ah, save the day, D. That wasn't a fellow officer, and his immediate reaction was to order the man to not stand in traffic while he's clearly over 20 feet from the road, then to tell him not to put his hand in his pocket under a veiled threat of violence by saying, we don't want any misunderstandings. I mean, that's kind of fair, isn't it? I mean, a little bit. I mean, I don't know. That one's a little bit fair enough. Fair enough on D's part a little bit. I mean, you definitely should be able to stand there with your hands in your pockets, so, you know, especially since they know Direct D, so they know he's just a harmless douchebag.
Just try to stay out of traffic, all right?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're not going to bait me into something silly.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Here's the problem, though. If you're in violation,
hey, if you guys are worried about anything, the auditor, we got 2 auditors over here. They're being allowed to film. We just need your cooperation. We don't need any more drama.
Guys, you can come out now. Direct D's here to save you. Let's see. Does he attempt to calm the situation with words? Only moments before he was ready to stop traffic, break their windows, and pepper spray them. I mean, I don't know. It maybe it affected the hair. Who knows? It's I don't know. It's pretty. They didn't break the window yet, so to make the claim that they were about to is just horse shit. Because until they actually break the window, they're not going to break the window. So I mean, it's great to say like coulda, woulda, shoulda, but I mean, I don't know. Candies and nuts, you know, that whole saying and everything, right? Had guns pointed at me 3 times here. One I got on dash, cam, and phone video. He's no longer allowed to own any guns. I would never point my weapon at anyone unless my life was in danger. Oh, who is this? Just some dude or a cop? I don't know. I'm just kind of coming in mid-sentence on the chat.
Thank you.
I love how they post the wage at the top. Like, okay, he makes money. Bravo. Hey, shifty eyes, shady. Nobody's disagreement on that. I've watched videos before where I went in thinking that the auditor was going to be in the wrong, and let's watch the way the cops behaved, and I was like, can't really say that they were in the wrong. The auditors were on the sidewalk. They were well back in some situations, and they get targeted. So, I mean, I'm not going to say I'm never gonna say that all cops are always right. I mean, fucking show me the information, show me the situation. I'll decide whether I think that people are being inappropriate or not. I mean, based on the same evidence that everybody else decides on. But what I won't do is I won't just assume. I'm not gonna assume either person's in the right. Now, you look at somebody like Direct D, he has a habit of being disingenuous at minimum. So I'm definitely not going to take what he says at face value. That's for sure. Just like I don't take when my daughter tells me she brushed her teeth. Horse shit. She fucking tried to. I can't tell you she didn't or she did because she's 6 or 7. And I mean, like the toothbrush was wet. We've caught her wetting that toothbrush before. So, I mean, you know, she gets mad at me when I say, did you actually brush your teeth? Yes, I did, Dad. Okay. Well, I mean, we caught you lying last week. So, I mean, fuck, I don't know what to tell you. You lost a bit of trust in that department. So, I mean, I don't have to believe the auditors because they've proven to be disingenuous. And the police sometimes are too. So that's why body cam footage has arguably been one of the best things ever for everybody. It's really helped get to the center of situations that have occurred. It's led to justice in a lot of cases that would never have had justice. And I think it's great in all regards. There's lots of situations where the auditor is totally vindicated by the footage. And there's other times where they're not. So it's great to have actual footage of this stuff now. I mean, look how great YouTube is at Arma too. Look at all the footage we get to watch, all this body cam. So yeah, it's fun stuff. I'm sure that's because they just get dragged out here. Well, let's see what his notes.
I'll take your truck if you need me to.
Yes, please.
It's not a big deal.
Yes,
Just
please.
don't fight them. That's not going to make anything better.
Where were you when they fucking... Oh, my God. I don't even understand where to take this now. Don't fight them. It's too late. You already resisted arrest. Like, you just didn't listen already. It doesn't matter. You could almost... Don't fist fight, I'm sure, but if you pulled away now, you're not going to get any different charge. Nothing is going to change now. You already fucked up. You already made your decision. Everything Direct D is saying now is worthless information. I mean, other than don't try to punch the cop. Okay. That's called common sense, usually. Tell her she should only brush the teeth she wants to keep. That's what I fucking told her. Listen, I have thin enamels for some reason. I brush my teeth and I get cavities. And our kids get cavities too. So, like, I was very much like, well, I mean, when you lose your teeth, you'll know who to blame. Like, so... Yeah. What is this? Sergeant, Direct D are the only ones who attempted to calm things down with words. Ah, the sergeant and Direct D, the hero. The officers later say that the presence of the two individuals recording caused the situation to escalate, but you can see with their own eyes that this is a fabrication of reality. Well, hold on a minute. There's two ways of looking at this. If these people weren't sitting there and waiting for the Lord and Savior Direct D to show up to basically not help at all, at the end of the day, then the situation probably would already have ended. But what probably happened is, and this is definitely not based on evidence. This is based on my opinion. I'll put that out there for us. I'm allowed to have opinions. And my opinion is that he told them not to get out of the vehicle till he was there. 100%. If they get out of the vehicle before Direct D gets there, he won't have content. So he has to let them. He probably said, "Listen, don't get out of the vehicle. Just wait there until I get there." And I can't prove it. I never will be able to prove it. But I'm telling you right now, I've watched this asshole long enough to know that he doesn't give a fuck about them. He's just like Direct D. It's another opportunity to get on a case and grift it. He posted originally. He's posted it again. He's putting comments about it. He'll probably do a fucking fundraiser for them next, just like Chili the Grifter. So like, I'm willing to bet, in my opinion, but I'd be willing to put money down that he probably told them not to get out of the vehicle. So, like, you know, sure, the officers don't know that to make that claim, but I bet you he did. At which point, he would be guilty of escalating the situation because the things could have been handled sooner. And he might even be the responsible that maybe they get more charges because they resisted longer. I don't know. There's, you know how it is with police charges. They've got charges that they'll stack underneath other charges to really lay it on you when you're not behaving, if you will. Some could see that as malice. I mean, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of a fuck around and find out situation to me. I don't understand why people find that so shocking. Yeah, I got beat up by South Beach, Miami police in 2007. I mean, did you deserve it? I mean, just be honest. Like, I mean, if you didn't, you didn't. But I mean, sometimes people need to get their ass beat, you know? Like, that's all there is to it. No? Okay. Well, I'll take your word for it because I don't know. I don't know what happened, right? So, yeah. Well, I mean, okay. But I don't know what happened. So, I mean, that's fair. Maybe you did. Would have been. They probably didn't have body cam footage back then, so you'd been helped by body cam footage nowadays, at least. Well, we're gonna zoom for it because D's comments are really what's gold.
Give me a ticket.
Hold on, I want to see this guy get arrested. Actually, I'm realizing. So let's just back up a hair. Here we go.
Could I close my door, please?
We'll close it in a minute. As soon as you open that door, we'll close this other one.
Yo, you get a pic of toothless Chili? Does Chili miss a bunch of teeth? Does he have an insert? Oh yeah, he has an insert, doesn't he? I can't remember. My mom has an insert. She like had a tooth get bad enough that they had to pull it out, and she's got like one of those like they're putting in the fake tooth where they like post it and everything. Not like it. Well, it's kind of like a root canal, but they have to like glue a post into your skull essentially. It's really fun, I bet.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No, I don't.
Come over here for me right now. You got cuffs on you.
I just want my ticket so
I
go.
understand, Charles.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Let go.
They fucking beat your ass and dragged you to the police station? Oh, that's a bit of a shitty story if that's true. Or dragged you to the, the gas station? That wasn't him? Oh, shit. Sorry, bro. Oh, my God. That is funny. I mean, it's not fun. You know what I mean. It's like, I fucking laugh about it because you're fine, right? Like, but it's like, shit. Somebody got in trouble for that, right, Burns? No, the answer's going to be no, of course not. I know. That is actually shitty then.
Wow.
Here, I'm going to grab this for you, okay?
Can't even give me a ticket.
All right, well, okay. Is this attached to your pants?
Stop, then they don't.
You can hold on to that.
Give me a ticket.
1 second. I don't want those to lock
Yeah, we just said stop, and then they pulled us from the car and beat us both up. That's funny. I mean, again, it's a laugh about it now situation. I get it. I was waiting for the bus across the street to go downtown. Holy shit! Like, was there repercussions, Burns? Like, I feel the answer's no, unfortunately. But like, see, like, hey, see, shifty eyes. That's an example of where I would think somebody should have got in trouble, and it would be a shame if they didn't. Of course not.
Keep walking back. Come with me. We're gonna search you, okay? Hey, Charles. Hold on.
No, I don't consent to
Listen,
no
okay, I
searches.
understand.
This guy ever seen the daylight?
Listen, okay. I'm gonna talk to you. Back at the
It's
station.
a weed pipe.
Referendum that legalized marijuana for recreational use, the Smart and Safe Arizona Act, which also known to locals as Proposition 207 or Prop 207, made it legal for adults 21 and older to possess, cultivate, and use marijuana. However, I will add an asterisk to that, and I bet you he's not allowed to use it while driving a car. Because I'm not allowed to here either. And it's legalized federally. So I doubt he is. I'm not saying he was either, by the way. I just, that's why it's good to not get pulled over.
I'm gonna talk to you back at the station, okay? I'm gonna talk to Officer Hatch as well, okay? All right.
Hank's Corner, welcome to the Woodcutters. My God, sir, I'm sure you've been part of the Woodcutters before. And hey, listen, Hank, I haven't forgotten about promises of makeups, and I really do. And I mean this, like, I actually mean it sincerely. Like, I'm sorry to people that I didn't do what I promised so far. Liz Lizard Breath knows I've talked to her about it. I really will do it. I'm not pulling out of that. So, and I feel bad that I haven't, and I suck is the answer to that. So, I swear to fucking Lord, it's happening. So. I'm just not going to be that guy that makes the promise and then doesn't make it happen. So yes, I am stupidly behind schedule on that, and like to a point of like negligence. Okay, so and I'm fully aware of that.
See this place?
No, bring my car to you.
Yeah, let go.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give him to this gentleman over here, so you can take it.
People get pissed at all professionals for
You're
bad
not handing
conduct.
anything to him. If anybody does, it'll be the sergeant.
I give him my car keys.
Let go of the car keys.
Just go ahead and let go of them.
Oh, that's a contentious subject there, isn't it, Liz Lizard Breath? Stop lying, Beaver. Yeah. Do people get pissed at all professions for bad conduct? Do you stop getting to Do you stop getting to get coffees because a barista served you a bad cup? Do you stop getting coffees from somebody because a barista? I mean, to be honest with you, depending on who the person is, they might, I guess. I usually just chalk it up to a bad day, But yeah, that's a good point, though. You're right.
Come for you. I got it.
So now you need to put on makeup and dance nude around a maypole. That is okay. Listen, we've talked about this. Okay, that is the only Beavers. By the way, isn't that what OnlyFans actually already means? Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's my only Beavers site. So yeah, that's where that happens. It's where it's. Listen, you just gotta. It's like follow the white rabbit. It's like follow the vanilla. That's the new motto. Oh, we could do like a social, like one of those like social engineering things like that. Follow the vanilla. Be like everybody's like hashtag follow the vanilla. Oh my God, we could go viral.
Down in this pickup truck.
Why are you pushing me?
I'm not pushing you.
We need to get Keanu Reeves on it. We got to get him in on it. If we get him in on it, following that vanilla, just like the White Rabbit in Matrix, we'll make it happen. He's a Canadian. We all know each other, okay? Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard? I know every Canadian. Tom from Toronto, that guy's awesome.
But first.
I can't believe you guys.
He's part Canadian? We own part of him, I know. Okay.
You can't even write me a ticket. Hey, Christopher, take my truck.
So wait. We were so diverse, it was crazy. I'm white. We had one black guy in the car. They let him go. The driver was a Mexican guy. The Canadian guy is Pakistani. Yeah, that was quite a blending, like a melting pot, you guys. You know what I want to... Hey, listen. To the diversity, honestly, I love it. I really do. That vehicle was honestly just a gigantic kumbaya, okay? And honestly, you guys were really doing something by representing the way it should work, okay? I really love it. I love the blending. Now, jokes aside, they actually left... So wait, everybody got their ass beat by the black guy? Or but the black guy, sorry, I mean? That's actually really funny. And, like, it's progress. You see what I'm talking about? That's progress, everybody. It's like, of course the Pakistani-looking gentleman got beat. What year was this again? You said it was in 2000 and what? Oh, 9/11 hadn't happened yet. Oh, never mind. They were still okay. No, 2007 is just pre-recession. There wasn't like a bunch of like if you watch Mudahar, Some Ordinary Gamer, he talks about it like he was East Indian in Canada after 9/11. Like he's young, but he's like, you want to talk about getting hate? You kind of think it's like that's fair. I mean, it's not. You know what I mean? It wasn't fair, but it is what it is. I mean, it is what it was, I guess. Okay, so what's going on here?
Why. It's a freaking giant meth straw right here. Right on the floorboard. Yep. Right in plain view. Nobody's touched anything yet.
Okay, but without conducting a third investigation by using a chemical field test to determine the substance this officer believes is present, he's going to declare it to be a known legal substance and then proclaim it so to other officers and the two people recording them. This seems to be an officer looking for justification of his actions. He doesn't need justification for what he's doing right now. He arrested somebody, and they're basically cataloging the vehicle before having it towed. This is normal procedure, but that's fair. He's making some assumptions that maybe he shouldn't based on the character and the class of the individual. And I think you've got a point there. Now, but he didn't find him guilty of having meth, did he? Which kind of means that, so? I mean, if I saw something that looked like a crack pipe and I said, hey, look, there's a crack pipe. And they were like, oh, yeah, look at that crack pipe. Now, if I went over and beat the shit out of him and said, you motherfucking crack pipe holder, that might be an issue. But if I then later, while I glove up and I start doing my thing and I go, oh, this is not a crack pipe. This is just a fucking whatever. Welcome to what's called an investigation. It's funny how those things work, eh? It's like, oh, shit. Come on, D, you made this too easy. This whole thing is a joke. Like, your idea of what's unordinary is ridiculous.
Right. Hey, nobody's touched anything yet. There's a long meth straw right on the floorboard. Okay.
It's impossible for him to know at this point that this is a very aggressive and dangerously ignorant officer. What are they gonna do? They're both arrested already. What is he gonna do? Are they like, do they execute them now because they found meth? That's not how this works. So like, and again, if they didn't charge them with having meth or apparatus of meth, then like, okay, so he's ill-informed. I don't understand. Like, it's really kind of, this is the problem with when your life, it's like chili, when your life, your income literally revolves around you trying to find something wrong with people. This is what you end up with. You end up with ridiculous takes.
The mail 10:15.
I think a dash cam is a great idea, Shifty Eyes Shady. And you know what? I live in a community where the photo radar system, the one I was talking about that generated that wicked ticket for me, is used maliciously to generate money. So do I think that law enforcement or photo radar systems or anything are like infallible and they shouldn't be questioned? Fuck, of course not. It's ridiculous. The practices, the places they put them here, it's almost illegal. It's almost criminal level. And in some cases, we've even called the RCMP and forced them off certain roads because they were breaking the rules. So like, I'm not against redressing my government with grievous, with like, I fucked up that whole sentence. Filing my grievances with my government in situations where I feel it's necessary. But it just isn't always necessary. Sometimes you just got to pick your battles. It's not worth it, you know, like. Time cut of 17 minutes and 18 seconds until we get to more crazy takes where he takes everything out of context. Let's just find more of his additions because they're the gold. That's where the juice is. 7 minutes, 12 seconds. Patrick requests medical assistance due to the rough handling of her resulting. Oh, fuck off. Give me a break. Like, for every person who ever gets arrested who asks for medical assistance. I mean, every once in a while, there's somebody that actually needs it. The rest of them are a bunch of fucking liars. Oh, I need medical assistance because I got my heart rate so high when I fucked up.
Fire department's coming. It's all on body cam as well.
Hey, Facty, that's horseshit. Listen, I'll tell you why you're wrong, okay? I'm going to tell you right now. It is common accepted engineering practice that in areas of 80 kilometers an hour, the amber time, but the time that the amber shows between the green and the red should be, I believe it's 5.6 or 5.8 seconds. Now, that is North American standard. The old standard was 4 seconds, okay? Now, stay with me, okay? 4 seconds was the old North American standard. Now, we have 4 intersections in Winnipeg that have 80 kilometer an hour zones with 4-second ambers. Now, or 3.5, there you go, it's even worse. Now, do you know what intersections those are? I'll let you guess, but every single one of those intersections that has the old short amber time in an 80 zone, the accepted too short of an amber time to not allow drivers to properly stop before the red, they all have a photo radar light sitting there. Every single one of those intersections. There are other intersections in the city that don't have 3.5-second ambers. They don't have photo radars at them. The ones that do have artificially reduced yellow times, which then does two things. It elevates the number of radar tickets that are obviously generated in that zone, which makes money. And it also reduces safety, the opposite of the reason why they said that those go in. And it reduces safety by creating a turbulent zone where some drivers brake really hard and other drivers don't. Some of them won't get tickets, some of them will get tickets, and some of the people will cause rear-end collision accidents right at the intersection. And that is why you're right, but the photo radar system in our city is used maliciously, and they are they're methodical about it. They're even guilty, and there's evidence to prove it, of putting up photo radar and in an area where the signage is obscured by trees. And then later they have the arborists come by and clean that street the next day. The day after they do all the photo radaring, long before you get the photo radars in the mail. So then when you go back through that section, if you didn't have a dash cam, or if, because it's 2-3 weeks later, if you didn't record every single day of your driving on your dash cam, you won't have the footage to prove whether or not the sign was obscured. And when you go back to look, suddenly they've done all the arborist work on the trees. And then the last thing I'll add to you is they also post the signs in many locations. Some of the places, they also have photo radars. They post the signs higher than is the accepted standard for posting signs, because it is an accepted engineering standard that road signs are actually supposed to be in the first X many feet of poles. And the reason is that drivers are not looking in the sky for road signs. And so most people will only observe in a certain pattern out front. And so the accepted standard is to have road signs at a certain level, not on certain roads in Winnipeg where they're way up fucking high, off to the side even. And by the way, they're also farther off than is what is accepted standard. And these are also all coincidentally areas where they like to put photo radars. So in fact, you'll never win in court. This is one of the things where I will agree with. You won't, unless you have dash cam footage of the exact day that you got that photo radar ticket, they will never accept anything you show to them. The best thing you can do is do what I did, which is where I pled guilty and requested to talk to a justice of the peace about basically pleading my case on why I feel my fine should be reduced. That's the best you can do with photo radar tickets. The only times you won't get it is if there's another vehicle in the shot with you, because you can say, unless it's a red light running camera, because then you both ran the red light. But if there's two vehicles in the shot and it's a speeding ticket, you can say, prove that I'm the vehicle that set off the camera, and they can't. In that case, they will 100% throw your ticket away. But I don't have a dash cam. To be honest with you, the dash cam might get me in trouble. I'm a bit of an asshole. Like, I'm really nice, but get the fuck out of my way, okay? So, like, I'd be one of the assholes trying to throw the dash cam in the river when I get in the car accident. Like, fucking, like, I try to get, like, fuck yeah, I could give them the evidence that I fucked up. No, I mean, hey, all jokes aside, I mean, there are situations where a dash cam would definitely pay off. But, you know, there's also situations like the other day where I might have been an equal part in the road rage. By the end of it, I was fucking leaning out the window like, get the fuck out of your vehicle, you son of a bitch. So, I mean, like, we're all guilty of anger, you know? Oh, man, it's a bad look at a small town, eh, Facty? You know? It's all on body cam as well as a defensive statement. Oh, who gives a fuck? Oh, I don't care anymore. Oh, here, let's hear what Direct D has to finish with.
Yeah, that's where we're at with this one.
Hey, Elizabeth, how you doing?
So that last bit that you just watched with the officer talking to the medical staff was the officer's attempt to negate whatever he may or may not have.
Well, it's like funny, they have the ones that have audio in it. It's like, I don't know if I want you to know what kind of music I was listening to when I fucking rolled up on the accident.
Done at the traffic stop.
It's like one of the most ridiculous things to worry about.
Their medical care, I think, at the facility, and then to manipulate any kind of reporting that the medical staff might write in an effort to, again, thwart their, maybe potential lawsuit that they might feel that they have out of this, because when she was getting ripped out of her car, she was saying that her wrist is messed up. And since then, I have spoken with her and seen her, and she does have a finger brace on and has medical history with having problems with her wrist. So it is completely...
So it sounds like it's a normal occurrence for her to have. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If that was an employer right now, you just said everything that was needed to say that she definitely didn't hurt herself at work. I'm not saying she didn't get hurt by them. I'm just saying, like, it's like, and she has a history of having injuries there. Well, okay, so, like, which is it? She, like, got egregiously injured, or she has a history of injury there? Like, I'm sorry. My fault. Like,
completely plausible that she did have something wrong with her wrist, and this officer's trying to negate it to medical staff in an effort to make himself look better. That's pretty...
What? Oh, my God. Fuck.
Sad. And then on top of that, he's also lying to medical staff again about the nature of the stop and what they found in the stop, as if that's relevant to their care in a medical sense somehow, that there was meth all over the car. Spoiler alert, there was no meth all over the car. There was no meth at all whatsoever. And one of the officers themselves proved that by licking a straw.
What the fuck just happened?
If you'd like to see any of these videos that I'm talking...
Yeah, apparently the cop, like, licked the straw and was like, oh, it's not meth. And, like, I do have to say, like, really? Like, that did happen? Like, if that... I didn't see it, I'd have to find it. I'm not going to find it. We're not going to find it together right now. Listen, if somebody watches the video and they find the originals posted on that video of his on his channel, too, you can see the whole unedited original. But if somebody has a clip, just clip that shit and please send me an image of the cop, like a little clip of the cop licking the straw. Like, or does he say he licked? Oh, I licked it. I tasted it. It was delicious. Like, I really want to know how we found out that the cop licked the straw. If it's on video or audio, I just want to know, is it in the report? What happened? And it licked the... Yeah, like you saw how few teeth that woman had, right? You licked that straw? God damn, you're a brave mother effer. It's like, I wonder if gingivitis is contagious, Like, what do you think? You guys think gingivitis is contagious? I wonder. Well, it is bacterial, isn't it? I mean, I don't think it is, but is... Okay, now we gotta know. Is gingivitis contagious? Google already knew what I was asking. All right, let's see. Unfortunately, the answer is a resounding yes. Ooh. That's terrifying. I mean, I'm not making out with a lot of people with gingivitis as far as I'm aware, but it's still kind of... Unfortunately, the answer is a resounding yes. In this case, gingivitis is definitely contagious, so if you or someone you know is struggling with it, it's important to know as much as you can about it. So there you have it, everybody. No French kisses with gingivitis. Just make sure everybody just a little gentle peck on the lips. Maybe a little bit of alcohol on the lips afterwards. You don't want to get that gingy. You don't want to get any of that gingy, Oh my God. Nope. Yep. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, there's that. Man, okay, so let's see here. No, I already showed this. Got that. We looked at meth straws. All right, what we got here? Let's see. Wonder if this is
when I get, I'm a sovereign citizen. You can't.
This guy is amazing. I can't wait. I got it. His videos are so short. I have to piece them together.
When it comes to sovereign citizens, they don't exist. I do not call myself a sovereign citizen to a sheriff or a cop. I'm a sovereign citizen. You can't... There is nothing in the U.S. Constitution calling us sovereign citizens. We're enforcing the Constitution because we're supposed to. It states it, that the Constitution was created in the beginning to restrain the government from enforcing anything they want to impose upon the people. That's what it was created for. Look it up. What was the U.S. or no, what was the North American Bill of Rights created for? That's the first 10. After that, that's what it was all created for. To protect the citizens, we the people, from the government.
So I'm watching this and I'm like listening to the sounds and I'm looking at the lights there and I'm like, I'm pretty sure, like, why has he got so many fluorescent lights? Like there's one mounted on a shelf top, see, to his shoulder. And I'm like, you know, to me, that screams like veg shelf. Like he's got like, you know, he puts clones up there maybe sometimes, like he's got a little spot there.
And the states. Now, none of us calls ourselves a sovereign citizen. The authority does. And then you worship them and you believe them and do what they want you to do. You are doing what they want you to do by choice. And you are creating division. That's what they want. Have us fighting each other while they're sitting here murdering us off and making you happy that they're murdering us off, but while calling us something that we are not. We don't call ourselves that. Show me a club or an organization that has been created by the citizens called the Sovereign Citizen Club or Sovereign Citizen Organization. There is no such thing. Sovereign citizens do not exist. The sovereigns are kings and authority. They can go into places with their guns that says gun-free zone. Means no guns. None. Doesn't say unless it's an...
Hey, if people want real beaver pelts, I would have to charge you shipping. I'm almost positive I can send them because they're actually like sold properly and everything. But hey, listen, I literally, it's hard to believe, but I literally know of a place I can walk in and buy a beaver pelt. Like it's like they trap a lot of beavers still. So, you know, like, hey, if anybody actually legit wants a beaver pelt, you can get them where they haven't been, what the hell is it? Where they run a machine over it and it actually like plucks the hair and it like creates more like it's still fur, but like they like downs it or something. I can't remember what the term is, but sheared. It's beautiful, soft. But they also have like the natural, you can get just a natural beaver rug shaped like a beaver. You can get eye holes or no eye holes. You know what I mean? Like that works.
Officer.
Well, that was a short fucking, no point in come back of that. So hold on. We'll see one more golden nugget for you here. But this is why I have to like piece it together because these are the extent of his jewels.
Got this from a woman named Patera, P-E-T or P-A-T-A-R-A, I believe it is, Patera. If nobody is able to buy...
I mean, Shifty Eyes, most of my audience is a U.S. audience, and followed by Europe and then Canada, Australia, stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm Canadian. There's other Canadians that are hanging. I mean, Mr. Andrat's a Canadian. I know that.
Any food from the grocery stores and the convenience stores when everything goes up again, food production comes to a halt.
That's it. That's the end of his nugget, guys. That's it. Food production will literally come to a halt. And end sentence. Scene, basically, if you will, actually. Like, there's one where he was telling like the history of shit, and it made me laugh because he was like, he's like, I mean, back in the 1800s, you know, you didn't have to have a driver's license to fucking do this, like drive a truck or something like that. I'm like, yeah, okay. Back when they had those vehicles back in 1800, like it was just, I can't. I'd have to find it because of course it's just like it's. I don't want to give you who it is because these things are hard to find.
He said, no one will say it. No one realizes it. Not very many people do. Very few, like
That's
me,
Judo Castro's son.
it.
Hey, you never know.
You're not an American. Quit calling yourself an American.
Oh yeah, this is great. This is actually.
Do not live in America. America has been taken over by Washington, D.C., the United States government. Washington, D.C. is not a state of America. Washington, D.C. is not
Oh
a
my
state
goodness, Bird
of
says.
all the U.S. states. So it's the head of all the states. And it's using the states, these imaginary states. If you went up in a plane, you don't see nothing that says, oh, here's this state, and oh, here's Texas, and here's Florida, and I mean, certain things, you know where Florida is, you know. Here's the border of Mexico and America. Here's the border of Canada and America. You don't see none of that.
Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. I gotta... I had it earlier, too. I wonder if I can... Okay, hold on. I gotta search something before we can keep going here, because there's actually something I wanted to see if I can... Yeah, I can search in here. Hold on. I'm just searching it in my... Yeah, there it is. Sorry, there's a Family Guy clip for this.
Attention passengers, I know we're being hijacked, but I would be remiss if I didn't point out that we're presently passing over Yosemite National Park.
Wow, that is truly awe-inspiring.
It certainly is. And you know what you don't see from up here? Borders.
Borders. You know what you don't see? Borders. I don't know where the hell... Did I lose him? Is this him?
It's imaginary. It's drawn on paper like the unicorn. Imagined up and drawn on paper. Government, imagined up, drawn on paper. Politics, imagined up, written down.
Yeah, Mr. Andrea, do you have Discord? I can't remember if you have Discord. Hey, my email is in my About section. Just hit me up if you gotta hit me through there. It's all good.
Way it's supposed to go. And they change it from time to time. They change the laws. We don't. We don't change anything. We don't get together as sovereigns.
I think technically as long as you don't charge me for it, it's legal because you're not selling it. But, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, anyways, mail's fine. I know that.
Citizens, you know, get together in a group, call ourselves sovereign citizens, and say, you're going to do what we say, government. No, we don't do that. There's no such thing as a group of sovereign citizens.
Maybe P.O. Bucks. Hey, 2AHD. Come on, man. Come on, not cool, eh?
We're U.S. citizens.
That was a natural A, by the way.
We're subjects. We're slaves. We're suspects. When the cops looking at everybody, everybody's a suspect. You're not an American. You're not a U.S. citizen.
Actually, that's true, Mr. Andre. You can see the Canadian and U.S. border. Anybody, if you don't know, U.S.-Canada border stones. Our entire border, believe it or not, is literally has a
Canada
no-touch
and the United
zone.
States.
We have a little magical zone between the countries that don't touch each other. See? We're both treat each other like we're contaminated.
20-foot wide space along the border, all 5.5.
Look at it. Look how long that asshole is, all the way along. And it's not there because they don't want him to touch, but like even in the middle of towns, like look at it.
England town that predates national borders, or the odd airport that needed to...
Like literally cut the fucker in half. So to show you too, I think that they'll show the border stones. They're there, right there. Yeah, they're there.
Built over 900 monuments. They're in about as straight a line as you could expect a pre-GPS civilization to make, but it's not the kind of spherical...
So this is essentially, yeah, countries have a actual cut line through the frickin' country, basically, like, and it covers the border, and there's a bunch of stones laid along it. So yeah, history 101. So yeah, there's your little piece of history. You actually can see the Canadian-U.S. border.
I was looking at
How many beaver pelts to the U.S. dollar? I think it's like probably like $300 U.S. to one beaver pelt.
And I'm
I can look it up.
You're a suspect. until they go, well, it seems all right. But you're still a suspect. It don't matter. They're not your friend if they're sitting here looking at everybody like that. But
Okay, hold the phone. Hold the phone. It depends on what you're after. If you're after literally just a beaver pelt that has been, you know, skinned and stretched over one of those little pelting things and then just dried out, then, you know, apparently you can get a low grade one for like 30, 40 bucks. But some of the pelts that I'm talking about at some of these places, like you know, like the place I know of, the actual pelting place, they put it through machines that, like, you know, they clean the fur, and they, you know, basically you could, when this is done, like, it's beaver fur, but you could nuzzle up on this bitch on the couch and feel real cozy, and, you know, you're not sticking your, you know, they clean the other stuff. It's just, it's beavery. It's like fucking feels like horsehair a little bit. So, you know, when they do the machines and they shear it and they put it through machines that, like, kind of like almost like, you know, kind of like beat it up a little bit and kind of like take the matting out and, I don't know, spread the fibers of the hair. It gets real soft, and those are beautiful.
I'm on the fact that we're not in America. Everybody calls this the USA, the US of A, the United States of America. No, it's not that anymore. It's United States America now.
And
it's not America.
Yeah, that's fair, Veronica. You're right.
From Washington, D.C., that's the U.S. government on federal document paper. Federal document paper, and you Google, or not Google, DuckDuckGo and Bing it, you'll find the truth. Google won't let you see the truth. You can look it up, and it won't pop up here as in the search engine, as, you know, before you hit, you know, search. It don't pop up and down at the bottom. But you go ahead and type it in there, you hit search, and then it'll pull up all kinds of other stuff that are lies that the government wants you to believe. If you go to DuckDuckGo or Bing or something else that ain't attached to Google, you'll find other things that you won't find on Google.
I mean, I don't ban people. I don't know what you're referring to when you say you don't like getting banned, but I don't ban people for political. Well, I mean, I don't know. Say something real derogatory, you might get, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't know. People could post conspiracy if they want. Whatever. Why does this channel support communism? Pay attention to me, Austin says.
No matter how far down you search for it, it's not there. They don't want you to know. You are to be a stupid slave. You are to believe them, the politicians. You are to believe.
Okay, I'm gonna skip to the part I like, because I did actually. I'm realizing I saved the timestamp because I laughed my ass off.
The government kept it going. When was Rosa Parks? When did she sit in the front of the bus instead of obeying a government law? A government law.
Now, hey, actually, Guy has a solid point here, actually, by the way. He what he states here, actually, there's a part that makes me laugh still. That doesn't mean he's not saying stupid things. It just means he has actually a point. Now, if you throw enough shit at the wall, you'll paint a Picasso eventually. So, you know, none of this is shocking to me, but here, like, just think about this, okay? So he does point out that, like, not allowing Rosa Parks to sit on the front of the bus was a rule, a government law, and that by violating that government law, they were able to eventually break out from those kinds of oppressive rules. And you know what? I mean, goddamn, when a guy has a good point, he has a good point. I will give him that that's a good point, but I don't know that it's the same thing at that point. Because the thing is, like, nobody's stopping you from doing something. You can go get a driver's license. You can go pay your taxes. Like, everybody else is required to too. So the problem is that we're all being treated equally. It'd be different if they said, hey, you, people with less teeth, or people who clearly grow pot behind them, because look, people like that can't get driver's license. Well, now you're being discriminated against. You have a point. If they said you can't because of the color of your skin or your nose is too red, whatever, then now you've got an argument to be made. But if they make everybody get one, then you're not being discriminated against. So it's just it's just kind of one of those things. But anyways, we'll let him continue on to his dumb point, because it is beautiful.
The government The government kept it going. When was Rosa Parks? When did she sit in the front of the bus instead of obeying a government law? A government law that says they're to sit at the back of the bus. Tell me. I'm not going to tell you. You tell me. When did Rosa Parks defy the government law and sit in the front of the bus? I guarantee you it was after 1900. Slavery did not end in 1865.
Okay, so he has no goddamn clue what had happened. And he's like, I guarantee it happened after 1900. I mean, my man. It wasn't a lot of city buses bombing around in 1901. Like, it's just... I laughed my ass off when he said that. I'm like, what the fuck? He doesn't have a clue at all. Like,
just slavery of black people.
I mean, hey, listen, everything else he said is actually solidly got a point. But it's when he said that, I was like, womp womp. Like, oh well, you tried.
Us all in the slaves after 1889. Y'all need to understand that. They took over the South, and then the Southerners had to do what the North wanted. So really, 1865 was when slavery of everyone started. And if a white person helped a black person escape from the northern terrorists to not be slaves, they were hung. White people were hung for...
Where the fuck did this guy learn history? What in the world? Did he say that?
And if a white person helped a black person escape from the northern terrorists to not be slaves, they were hung.
It's the northern terrorists. Or is he just saying what the South would have called them?
Northern terrorists.
Hold on, I want to hear that again.
Slavery of everyone started. And if a white person helped a black person escape from the northern terrorists,
yeah, this man has no idea about history. Oh my god. This is amazing. Get back from my video, beasts. Fuck Van Balian will have this on his channel tomorrow somehow. The son of a bitch has ESP or something. How much for a beaver sex slave? I mean, listen, there's always a price. Just contact me. You can get me on my Only Beavers account. Or email me. There's always a price to HD cat. The only person I've heard of that wouldn't bang another dude for money is like enough money is what is it? Rudy Giuliani. I don't know what I saw recently where they're like, he's the only member of his friends group that said he wouldn't sleep with another man for a certain amount of money. And I'm like, it's an odd subject matter, but I mean, I would be lying if I didn't say it to my friends one time. I'm like, right now, $2 million, you just got to bang that dude. And they're like, no way. I'm like, I tell you what, I'll call you from vacation. It's like, I'm going to set my sights high on life right away and just sit back and relax. A little bit of like emotional damage, some baggage to bring forward in life. And hey, it's my time. It's beach Corona's time.
Not be slaves.
Was it 10 million that he said? I read that he said he wouldn't ever. He like literally had no price. And I call absolute horse shit on that. Everybody has a price. There might be more zeros in front of it, maybe. Fair enough. I'm telling you right now, there's a price. You got a price. My husband and I smash often. Oh, 2HD. I didn't know you were wait a minute. No, oh wait, never mind. I'm making assumptions. I was like, I didn't know you're a woman. That's not the fucking right answer, is it? So good point. Yeah, you and your husband smashed it out. There you go. Yeah, because that would be me making assumptions about people. I was like, I didn't think you were. Anyways, moving forward.
They were hung.
Yeah, I figured it out. Is what I'm saying. Like, I'm gay, doofus. I know. I figured it out. It went right over my head at first, but I got it sorted. We're good. And my brother's gay. I don't care. Whatever.
White people were hung for helping black people.
Oh, he just set off Austin, though.
Slavery.
Unless he's trolling. I don't think he's real. Austin, you're too perfect. Austin, you're too perfect. I'm not buying it, buddy. You're against everything. Like, it's just, like, I don't buy it. I really don't. I don't buy it. It's too perfect. You're either like, you're just like, it's like you're like genetically engineered to be against everything that you need to be against to be the perfect troll. It's too much. It's almost, I think you overplayed your hand. I'm going to be blunt.
So white people are so bad that more of them saved black people than the ones that had slaves. The North was the ones that had all the slaves.
Hey, Austin had me for a bit. I'll be honest. He had me for a little
The
while.
North is lying to you and getting you to hate the South and hate us, who is for freedom for everyone.
Hung is not the same as hanged. Yeah, I know, but I hate it. I hate that fucking word so much. I hate hanged. I hate it. I really do. I understand it's right. I know it's like they were hanged, not hung, because hung is a black gentleman on TikTok or Tinder. Well, it could be TikTok. I don't know what you're doing on TikTok. All those fucking kids doing their dances and shit. Who knows? Maybe they're selling hungness on the side.
I don't care who you are, what you look like. I don't see no racist stuff going on where I live. I don't hear about it. Not in my fucking Tom Green County.
I don't believe for a second that the people that surround you aren't racist. And I'm sorry. That might be me making bad assumptions of people, but I mean, come on, bro. I don't even believe. Listen, I can't. If you get 50 people from anywhere together, there's going to be racists in there. I'm not saying they're like super, super common, but like somebody in that, you pull 50 people, if you randomly pick 50 people, somebody in there's a racist. And they're not going to tell you they are. If they're smart racists, they're not going to tell you. They're going to just be racist. They're going to have all their personal feelings about people, and they're not going to tell you. Just like, you know, there's red pillars out there that won't tell you they hate women. Like, fucking hate them. But, like, they do. They're not going to tell you about it because they don't want to be that guy that's pointed at, but they do. They're just not going to tell you. So, yeah, I mean, for him to say, ain't no racists around me, it's like, come on, bro.
Texas.
Like, sometimes you're shocked by it. You'll have somebody you've known for years, and they'll say something that's, like, really racist, and you're like, holy shit. Like, and it's not even like, I like a good joke. I mean, I can separate jokes from, it's like somebody says a joke, like, oh, you fucking racist. No, I mean, but at the same time, sometimes the way people say things, you're like, holy shit. Like, that guy fucking meant every single bit of that.
That don't happen. If it does, it's rare.
I thought hung was Oriental.
It happens in the places where they want them to happen, and they pay people to do it and go, look at the racism. Believe us. See, we'll show you it. Fake shit. They're showing you green screen, computerized fake stuff they can show you now. Holograms. Look like right here. Look like I'm right here.
They don't. They really don't.
They can make all that shit. They can show them up in the sky, and you think something, the flying saucers up there, and it's a hologram. China.
No, they really can't do it to the level that these people think. It's like the flat earthers that think that they can do certain things. It's like, not really. Man, did you see what Russia did recently, though? Russia shot down a bunch of its own shit. And I had a theory, and my theory is proving to be right, apparently. My theory was America had just given a bunch of, there are a bunch of missiles that have no warhead on them, and they will pretend to be anything you want them to be. So they're there for like distracting enemy air interceptors and fighters, and to distract their air force, and they're intercepting missiles and stuff. And so what they can do is they can tell these missiles to pretend to be a bomber, a fighter, an American aircraft, whatever. Like they can actually imitate signatures. So they think, and this is my theory, but this is what they're starting to think, is that Ukraine fired a bunch of these at Russia before they fired a few of their own actual missiles. And in the process of convincing the Russian air defense system that they had a bunch of bombers and, who knows, invading their airspace, they got overwhelmed and they shot down their own aircraft. And that is one of the leading theories right now. And I just think that is so poetically funny. Like, you just picture a bunch of Russians at the helm like, no, fire everything. It's just funny. Anyways, begging rather. Oh, we're not going into that conversation. Some people love it. Okay, if male on male, woman on woman, male female, doesn't matter. If you're into pegging, I support you. Just let's not talk about it. YouTube's a little touchy. Oh my god, it's such a contentious. I already scared away all the bigots. Don't worry, they're gone. It's only 49 of us in here. Anyways, we've been going for 3 hours and 10 minutes. I'm probably going to shut it down right away. But I was having a lot of fun. 2 planes and 2 helicopters, maybe more. Well, that was in Russian airspace. That's the best part, Burns. It was over actual Russian airspace. So now there's also the potential that what might have happened is Ukraine might have moved a Patriot missile system really far up on the border and like surprised Russia. Because I believe they can target like 100 miles out or like 60 miles away or something like that. So all they said they would have to do is get a Patriot system close enough to the border that the Russians flying around in Russian airspace were targetable. So it could have been like a Hail Mary by Ukraine, which was very clever if that's the case. But they also just got those special missiles that can pretend to be whatever, and then Russia possibly shoots down its own aircraft. To me, those are combined. So don't follow U.S. instigated wars anymore. That is not a U.S. instigated war. I'm sorry to tell you. They have more than enough evidence to show that first of all, Russia invaded Ukraine. That's definitive. Second of all, they know for a fact that Russia's plan is to move beyond Ukraine. That's why they have the Transnistria reason in Moldova, that they are currently, they were funding a rebellion in Moldova. They have all the documentation to prove it, and they know that that's what they were doing. So they were trying to, the idea was to move through Ukraine, hopefully take it very quickly, and then they would then move into Moldova, because Moldova was not part of NATO. It's in their constitution that they won't be. So the whole idea was to be like, look, our Transnistrian Russian brothers are also being hurt by the Moldovans. Now we need to go help them. So then they quash Moldova, and the whole point is to get their strategic borders. They want the mountain ranges as their borders, the traditional old borders they had, where they feel safe and they feel like nobody can invade them. But Biden can want Ukraine to be part of NATO all it wants. It's more than just America in that situation. I mean, you've got like Hungary's never going to allow it because they're friends with Russia. So I mean, it's just not that easy, anyways. But oh god, I'm not getting into that subject. You think Ukraine is losing? Just wait for the counteroffensive, because right now Bakhmut is also, the Russians are retreating out of Bakhmut. So we'll find out, I guess. It's really pointless to argue about it. But anyways, whatever. I'm not gonna get into it about that. I don't have a war channel. If we ran a war channel, we could do it. He started before. Well, yeah, and actually, he's really concerned he's gonna lose Crimea now. If you pay attention, like Russians are evacuating Crimea. I don't think they're gonna invade Crimea. I think they want Russia to think they're gonna try to take Crimea. Burns. We're not gonna agree on that. Listen, it's a defensive alliance. If you have a problem with a defensive alliance, I don't know what you're up to, because that's all there is to it. It's bottom line. We didn't invade; they invaded. It is what it is. I support every dollar. If I could pay more taxes and give Ukraine more weapons faster, I would. Let's put it that way. So, Austin, love you too, buddy. Shifty Eyes Shady, love you, bro. Ukraine, I think, will be another Afghanistan. We'll find out. Lived in West Germany when the wall fell. Yeah, well, remember that Russia was the country that also supported Nazi Germany back when it was Nazi Germany, until they got backstabbed. Russia doesn't want to admit their past. They're all about crusading and taking away Nazis, but meanwhile, they were very much on side. And they were on side for many, 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 many moons until they got backstabbed. And then all of a sudden, whoa, it's not cool to be friends with the Nazis when the Nazis want to take your territory, is it? And then they turned. And I want to add another thing. Here's something I discovered. Look up your history, and you'll learn that Russia only succeeded in World War II because of America. America gave Russia thousands, tens of thousands of jeeps, vehicles, tanks, all part of the U.S. Lend-Lease program. Now, you can get into Lend-Lease, whether or not there's, like, oh, it's all about making money for the art. Sure, whatever. But Russia would never even have been able to survive Nazi Germany invasion if it wasn't for America to begin with. So, I mean, you could just take that and bank it how you want. Russia doesn't really like to admit these things, but Russia, frankly, has its existence, America to thank for its existence, if you really want to get down to it. But yeah, Russia was an ally at the end of World War II, after they were on side with Germany. After they were on side. Russia succeeded for a few different reasons, but that's the thing. Russia was all for, and remember, Russia's the only country in there that's invaded all of its neighbors. It's invaded China. It's invaded Ukraine countless times. It's invaded Finland. It's invaded, you just keep listing them. It's invaded all the other countries. It's the only country that hasn't been invaded, but points at everybody else and talks about how they're all going to invade it. But, so you just gotta, yeah, I mean, after Germany invaded Russia, sure. But, yeah, Russia lost more in World War II too. But guess what? 6 to 8 million of the losses were actually Ukrainians. They weren't traditional Russians. They were actually Ukrainian Russians who. Ukraine existed before Russia existed. There's the whole history of the Tartars and all that bullshit. So you really want to get into it. I mean, the bottom line is that, you take the massive losses for Russia, and when you actually add it up, most of those losses were from the ex-Soviet states that don't want to be part of Russia anymore. So even a large portion of the Russian losses were actually burdened by the countries that are not part of Russia. So Russia's really guilty of doing that. They go in and they for instance, a lot of their like war heroes are Ukrainians and Latvians, and they're not actually real authentic Russians. They're part of the ex-Soviet states that made up USSR. So I mean, it's like they don't even know their own history is the thing that's crazy. But a lot of people don't know their own history. So anyway, we're not going to get into that. That's a whole different subject for a whole different channel. You never know. Maybe a war channel's in the future or something like that. But maybe we shouldn't have so much war. But anyway, when are the Russians invading Canada? I mean, the reason Canada's safe is because we're already little America. And America isn't going to let Russia take over Canada because that's like China, for instance. Russia is like the gas station and mining depot for China. It's really evident. That's all it's going to happen. Russia's going to be the gas station for China, and that's that. They're going to be the junior partner. Canada, I mean, I'm not afraid to admit, there's only 38 million of us. Our economy is the size of Texas's because of the same population, basically, as Texas. So numbers being numbers, I mean, Canada's the junior partner to America. Life is life, reality is reality. But the reality is that we're the gas station. We're one of, I mean, America has its own resources too, but we're one of the gas station and mining depots for America. Well, ain't nobody gonna let, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm playing a game of Civilization, I'll be fucked if I'm gonna let you take my gas station away from me. If I got a friend that's sitting on my border that I'm friends with and they share all their resources with me and you come and attack them, that is no bueno. Because why would I let my enemy take all of my shared resources that I share with my friend? It's never going to happen. And because of that, it's one of those situations where there's just no way. Because it's strategically a poor decision to allow your enemy to not only take your friends, hence Europe right now, but it's also strategically a bad idea to let them take your trading partners and your future potential resource gathering. Because let's face it, Canada produces a lot of raw resources, and we happily package them up and send them right to the States because we don't have the population to use them all. We got lots of resources, lots of ground, not the population to use it. So we sell in mass, very low priced raw resources that America then turns into products. And we're fine with that because it works. And there's no way that they're going to lose out on that and suddenly they don't get access to easy uranium from our uranium mines because the Russians own it. Like, that's just, it's illogical. Not to mention there's like 2 countries at war in Ukraine right now, and Russia's not even the best military in Ukraine. So, I mean, we'll see. I'd love to import like-minded Canadians. Not saying Russia's good. Can't be blind to the fact that the U.S. has been doing I mean, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, Burns. I mean, you look at the current global situation, and you know, if it wasn't for America right now, I mean, I used to be critical of them too, but I'm going to be blunt with you. You know, if it wasn't for America right now, Russia probably wouldn't even exist. It'd be Nazi Germany, because they gave them literally their entire military worth of military back in the day, Lend-Lease. Europe, and let's pretend, so we'll just pretend that didn't happen. Russia does exist, okay? Europe would be being rolled on right now. Straight up. Fucking straight rolled on right now. Straight fucking rolled on. So there's no doubt in my mind that Europe would be being rolled. Yeah, it would be a fucking all-out blitzkrieg, but Russia has literally thousands and thousands of tanks. Without America's help, they would be being rolled on. No, not even a pun there. They'd be rolling on them. And you look at Taiwan, well, I'm going to tell you right now, the only reason Taiwan isn't China is because America said, fucking step back. And like, if it wasn't for that situation right now, and then I almost can guarantee you that would have popped off already too. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Anybody who thinks that America, until there's chip production in America, anybody who thinks America won't defend Taiwan, you're high. Because I'm going to tell you this, and we'll end it on this. We're going to end it hard on this, okay? So here to my words of wisdom. If you even have a butt plug that vibrates in your house, that motherfucker runs on Taiwan. You can thank Taiwan for that butt plug that vibrates. If it has an app, if it has a remote control you press, I don't care what it is. If it fucking does something, it's Taiwan. So next time, you know, you're playing with whatever vibrating app thing you and your wife or you and your husband or whoever bought, just think about who you owe that to. You owe that kind of remote pleasure to Taiwan, because those chips in there are fucking Taiwanese. Now, it's American technology, but right now, as it stands, you can't make the chips without Taiwan. So, you know. So until you guys have a plant, which will take the better part of a decade, China can almost not. In fact, it would be so bad that my prediction would be that if China invaded Taiwan, that America would bomb the facilities that make the chips. That's my theory. My theory is they would literally decimate the facilities because they cannot allow China to get a hold of that technology. They cannot. It's just not like. Everything you're watching me on right now, your phones, the fucking microphone I'm using, all these screens, everything, like all of this technology relies on that pipeline from Taiwan right now. And so, you know, you got people that'll be like, oh, we'd never defend Taiwan. You're fucking high if you think that's the case. So, I mean, you know, your vehicles, you want buttons that do things, cruise control and shit, fucking Taiwan. Now, yes, China and other countries can produce low-grade chips now. China's catching up fairly quickly because they're pretty clever at reverse engineering, but they can't produce the really, like, you want hypersonic missiles, you need Taiwan. You're not going to be making like a Patriot missile defense system with a Chinese chip yet. Not yet. You'll get there. But right now, you ain't making a Patriot missile defense system with Chinese chips. They're just not good enough yet. So, you know, all of that technology is American technology. It's American IP, if you will. Now, we can get into who stole what from where. Maybe there's espionage. Who knows? Like, whatever. But, like, it's all American intellectual property that they own the patents to. So, yeah. So that's all you got to, you know, you look at the global situation. And I used to be very critical of America. I have a different opinion now. Like, you know, yeah. You know, if you go back into the history of any country that's done a lot of stuff globally, you'll probably find some shitty shit. And I'm sure that's true. But you look at a lot of the situations we're in right now, and yeah, maybe some of them could have been made worse by certain things America's done. But you know what? You wouldn't even live in a world. You'd live in a completely different world if it wasn't for them right now. You'd live in a world where might was right. And if you want what your neighbor has, you just fucking take it. And you know what? You don't think China was watching what happens in Ukraine? It's lesson number one. They're just watching and seeing what happens. And I'll tell you what, if we folded and we just gave up and we walked away and we folded just like a cheap suitcase, like, oh, they ain't fucking doing nothing. that would have signaled to every other dictator on the planet with any sort of power that, you know what? You just take what you fucking want and they will not do anything about it. So, you know, all I'm getting at is hey, listen, you can be critical about the states if you want. If you live in a European country right now, you pretty much have them to thank that Russia isn't breathing at your throat. And I mean that sincerely. I'm a Canadian. I'm not even American. And I will tell you straight up, you look at the powers of militaries and who has what, you know, Poland and Germany together would give Russia a pretty good run for its money. I will admit, I do not think that they would have what it takes to resist a Russia that doesn't care about losses. That's the problem. If you care about losses, then that's obviously different. If Russia cared about losing soldiers, then they wouldn't even be fighting anymore because they're losing them so fast. But they don't care about losses. He doesn't give a fuck about the people fighting. And when the leader sees his humans as literal pawns on a chessboard that he's moving forward, that's hard to stop because he has 140 million people in his country. And yeah, okay, they're not all. I think it's like they estimate he has something like 20 million like fighting age men, which actually isn't a lot when you look at the demographic of their country because they've used a lot of men. They've lost a lot of men in wars over the years. So they actually have sizably less numbers than other countries of their size would have of men of fighting age. But when you actually break it down, they have something like 20 million men of fighting age. But those are also men of working age. And Russia is a very male-centric work society still, where women are still very much expected to be in the home, caring for children, not working in jobs. Men go off to work. You go and do the sweaty day job. So because of that, there's actually a lot less women in Russia that work compared to men. And so when you take away all these fighting age / working age men, it really fucks their demographics up. So, you know, you just... Biden just loves the military right up there with Trudeau. I mean, if we had a military, that would, I guess, be a real fair statement. No, we got a like a military museum, but they're just, it's empty. It's just like spots on walls where guns will go when they're done with them. So it's not that bad, but it's like we got a well-trained military, but like, I mean, they're still fighting over there. Like, should we give Ukraine F-16s all these other countries? And I'm like, well, you're not going to get any from Canada because we only have those fucking F-16s. If we give you our F-16s, we don't even have fighter jets because we waffled on the F-35 so long. I think we're still waiting on them now. So now we've just got old ass F-16s or something like that. I think it's F-16s, the F-16C or something. Like it's the Canadian model. It has like a light on the side of some different things, I guess. But Brainy doesn't breathe. I just blah blah. Yeah, but we're talking government media, dude. You just have to go on. You don't even have to do government media. You can do government media if you want. You can actually see real pictures of heads on pikes if you go on the right Discord. Check it out. You can go see some Ukrainian towns after the Russians left, and you can see the heads on pikes. It's really graphic, though. Just be ready. So, that's not on government media. It's not a government Discord. It's a private Discord. People that are cataloging things that are being put on Telegram and Russian telegrams and stuff like that. I mean, you could think that I believe everything I see on the news, but I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really watch a lot of news. I get independent sources. So you get all these people saying, oh, do your own research. I do my own research. I'm fine. I'll choose where to believe and what not to believe. But like they you know, the reason the Hague and everything is all in, oh, we have F-18s. Okay. The reason the Hague and all that is interested in all this is because there is well-documented war crimes. I mean, they had men and women with their arms tied behind their backs, shot in the head in Bakhmut, or it was not Bakhmut, it was Bucha. You know, like you can go see the pictures. If you go on the right Discord, you find the right Telegram site, you'll see pictures unedited. They won't be blurred, and they're very graphic. You just need to be. And then there was that Ukrainian guy that cut his head off recently, and you know that video is like a life-changing video if you see it. Can't watch Vice Media from after 8 years ago. Vice Media is all just sensational news media, right? I like watching Vice stories. I mean, whatever. It's always like following this drug dealer around. You know, they've got the music in the background. And they're like, here, take some. Oh, I'm so high. It's always got to be so dramatic because, you know, they're, you know, oh, we're on We're on the edge of danger to get you this content. I think isn't Vice one of the ones that's like out of business almost? They're like bankrupt. Just watch the local news. I just watch the local. Yeah, local news is good. Don't get me wrong. There's that thing where you see like the news stations and they put them all on the screen, and they show them all saying the exact same line set. It's like stuff like that's like, oh, fuck it. Like, and then people don't think that the news media is a little bit, you know. They went woke and went broke. I will admit that I'm not cool with a lot of the woke stuff. I mean, it's just kind of too much. That's all. I mean, they think that people want wokeness and they don't. Like, you know, like for instance, I'm sick as a man. I'm sick of being told that I'm an asshole for thinking women are beautiful. Sorry. Thought that was like part of being a man sometimes. Like, you know, as long as I'm not like whistling at her while she walks down the street, like it's just, I don't know. It's like I'm not even allowed to find, you know, people attractive. But now we're trailing off into sexism talk and stuff. Oh my God, what have you done to me? You look at you. Shame on you for being attracted to women, right? I've seen the local news media script. Don't dare you do that, bro. Vice, Vox, same but different. Yeah, it's all the same bullshit. I would see Brainy sitting in a box painted up like a J fighter. That's funny. Make my own little F-35. Hold on, we've got to do the vector control. A little flap I fold out. What happened to the stream? Yeah, the stream went haywire. So on that note, hey, listen, thank you very much for coming. I am going to get off anyways. It's been 3.5 hours. So it's been a lot of fun. Hey, Austin, love you, buddy. Mr. I'm looking for the name here all of a sudden. It's Mr. Shady Pants or whatever his name is. Shifty Eyes Shady. Like the name. Thanks for hanging out with us. I don't know if you're trolling about the flat earth, but you got invaded. Sorry. I don't know if you're trolling, but if you are a flat earth or whatever, I appreciate you coming by and at least keeping it light and fun. So whatever. I don't care. I don't hate. I subbed. Oh, I appreciate it, buddy. Any more Nathan Thompson has a baby skits in the pipeline? Fuck, that's funny. Baby Thompson? Fuck, I mean, I could find Baby Thompson real quick. He's probably prime and center in that old fucking... Let's see here. We could end on Baby Thompson. Fuck, it's way back into the flat earth shit. Like, it's gonna be... Oh, super cut.
Look at this. She loved animals.
That's fucking J Station before he got removed from YouTube. This son of a bitch. Faking his girlfriend's death.
Why is she answering us on the Ouija board then? I don't know. I guess we just gotta put more of her belongings there.
Guys, this is the teddy bear from the crash site, guys. I don't know who put this there. It was just there when we showed up. It could have been anybody, guys.
I think it's someone that really missed Alexia.
I think so too, guys. And I'm sure Alexia really misses them as well, guys. This is so...
It's like early green screen shit. Before you die, I want a brainy plushie. You can figure it out. You get this one. I threw it for Alexia. All right, we gotta watch like a couple of these, I guess. Hold on. This shit.
The cop warned me.
Nathan.
I might go to jail.
You know, you gotta wonder how Nathan got to this point. Do you think he started seeing discrepancies in reality and started researching it? No. Do you think it was his brain coach telling him something?
But I had a good job before I found out about Flat Earth. I was making 5 to 10 grand a month selling solar, knocking on doors.
And then my brain coach told me the earth is flat.
Wow, how loose does your grip on
I
reality
hope we're
have
about
to be
to end.
throw away a very lucrative career in solar panel sales, apparently? All it took is somebody telling you something, and you just tossed it all away and ran off screaming? Do you ever wonder if maybe you took things wrong? Maybe it was a misunderstanding.
Oh, Nathan, you got this, man. Keep bouncing. Go.
He bounces that fucking ball on the end of the hammer.
Go, Nathan. Just like you practiced. It's okay if it drops. It's okay. You just keep going, man. Just keep going. Hey, buddy. I gotta tell you something, man. You ever hear that the earth is flat? Really? Really? I gotta tell everybody. Yeah, no. The earth is flat! The earth is flat! Dude, I was fucking kidding. Come back. Yeah. Doesn't do something stupid.
Okay, we'll jump to. It's fucking. Oh my god, it's fucking. What is it? Unirock slobbing on Steve's knob.
We need you. Hell, I need you.
Anyways, hold on, there it is. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. I liked this one.
Why would the water get up like this and stand up, and then it got freeze?
Talk, damn it, talk. You're a dummy, aren't you? Admit it. You're a few cards short of a deck. You're not the sharpest tool in the shed. Listen, you gotta face facts, kid. Gilbert would have left you in that house to burn with his mama, and you know it.
Here we go. Okay, we're ending on this, okay? Listen, hey, thanks everybody for coming. I appreciate it. We're going to end on Baby Nathan, okay? Baby Nathan Thompson.
Anakin.
Oh, hey, buddy, how you doing, little guy? How's it going? Hey, little man. Wanna go for a road, daddy? Gotta get this. Oh, yeah, go for a road, daddy. Go for a road, daddy. Baby, I dropped him again. Drop little Nathan.
Damn it, that's the 10th time this week you dropped baby Nathan on his head.
Hey, little guy. Oh, shit, he's face down in lead paint. He's making a mess.
There we go. Night-night, everybody. Thanks for coming.